Why the did you kidnap a priest?
I actually have a massive generator just to get rid of the pagan smell.
But more! This isn't enough!
Would you your cousin if she was Addison Rae? If I ratio you, then you drop them. And we did ratio it for like a good 25 minutes, and then the algorithm fucked me over. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Did she reply?
Did she fuck? Probably got. Nah, she's got a thing for Scousers, unfortunately.
Wait, she lives fairly close to you. We can maybe set something up.
Welcome back to the
Yorkshire.
Antisocial podcast, where our guest today really wants to sleep with our previous guest.
I don't.
He actually pointed to the Polaroids in the wall. He went, that one had shag, that one had shag.
Yeah.
Maybe need a bag for that one.
Just wait until you see when he got down Alex.
I'd take Isaac, happily.
Would you?
Liz.
Are you trying to start your fact, bro?
I mean, they do call him a driller. He is a driller. He'll drill your arsehole.
Cheeky.
Today's fact of the day is that Drake killed XXX Tentacion.
I thought it was Hermione and Harry Potter.
Oh, do you want us to go on to that?
Yeah.
Well, that's a fun fact.
wait,
Do you want to go? Do you want to give us the fact?
Yeah,
You don't
No, I
wanna
was
give
just
us
saying that
that?
Harry should have sharked Hermione.
No,
instead
so
of-
what's the fact? The fact is that what?
Harry could have had any bird he wanted, and he didn't choose.
You think
the
you could
right
have had
one.
anyone? Even Malfoy's mum?
Lad, even Voldemort wanted them. You're on
Do
it.
you reckon that Harry could have pegged Voldemort?
I reckon.
I reckon there was homosexual tension.
Don't talk
there.
about pegging.
I
Let's
just-
not start on that. Yeah.
I wonder what genitalia he had, Voldemort. I wonder if he had like
I reckon
like,
he
do you know how he
How
got...
did he define his
No,
gender?
no, not fucking what gender was he? What pronouns did he fucking use? Voldemort's pronouns. What was his pronouns?
Probably a day then.
He
Don't
had-
know why.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that he did. He was just evil. He didn't really like having a sign.
do you know how
he was just
true?
evil? So
Bro, he was he who what cannot be named? No, but was it he that shall not be named, or was it they that shall not be named, or?
Oh, yeah, he is a he
yeah.
then.
He is a he.
He is a-
Maybe that's why he got pissed off, because they were using the wrong
They were
pronouns.
misgendering.
Did anyone actually ask him?
No one asked him.
They just assumed his gender.
Harry
bro.
Potter cancelled.
Yeah, so, but do you remember when you see him the first time in Goblet of Fire, and he's this fucking little gremlin? Then Peter Pettigrew puts him in a little potion, he gets bigger. Like, do you reckon his cock grew bigger as Harry grew weaker?
Why the fuck have we started the podcast saying that about Harry's
imagine.
cock?
Wait,
No,
is it
Voldemort's cock.
Wait, that makes it so much
Voldemort's
better.
Say, man.
Voldemort is such a wonder that you're a cloak. Are you just happy to see me?
I generally do reckon. I reckon his dick just got bigger and bigger and bigger as Harry got weaker.
Are we going to say hello to our guest
Yeah,
today?
yeah.
Introduce us.
Can I
mate.
introduce the guest first?
introduce
We are
the
joined
guest,
by
okay.
the wonderful Luke Dutch today on the podcast.
Hello.
We're giving a pop.
And who we say thank you to bring in the
Yeah,
podcast.
thank you very much, Adrian Flux, for sponsoring this podcast.
Thank
Please,
you,
guys.
Adrian.
Not just any
And-
podcast.
And what podcast are we?
Yeah, wait, please, guys, press the first link in the description. It helps us a lot because
Yes.
we are the sexiest podcast.
And the one after that, which is
Sexiest
mine.
now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Thanks,
where,
guys.
where do you rank in sexy?
Yeah, do you think he's at the top now out of us four?
Do you reckon?
No, I reckon every guest that comes on here
If I had
feels
hair,
insecure.
Well, you're definitely not fucking bottom, mate. That's all we're saying.
To be fair, I shaved it. I was exactly like you.
Yeah, I
was like
kind of
the
want
Scouse
to talk to
version
you
of
about
H.
that. Yeah, I saw you tweet something relatively recently where someone said that they thought you were good looking until you went bald.
Yeah, on Tinder. It's on Tinder.
Yeah, well, go on with that.
Tinder.
How did they even see you? Like, I'm assuming you didn't put your bald pictures up. On
I
Tinder.
didn't, but they did the research. I put the Instagram. I put
You knobbed it.
the bio says games.
Games.
But yeah,
Games.
because that's some girls
Is that
like
your
Game Boys, innit?
games?
So
Are those your pronouns?
yeah,
Gamer.
right. I was gonna split the thing that I thought.
What gamer?
Gamer.
That's me. That's me. I'm a gamer with the gay in it.
Do you have Tinder Gold?
I deleted it, to be honest, but I bought it for
Didn't
the
answer
year.
the question.
I thought it was an investment, but just weren't.
So you did have Tinder Gold?
You have to boost.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
me and the boys were just thinking, like, we might as well get on it because, you know,
Together?
it was not as a group.
Like soggy
but
biscuit.
Anyway,
What? Do you not know what soggy biscuit is?
no, like we all thought, like it's lockdown. We've got no real opportunity of like finding our true love. So we obviously thought the best option was a dating platform where everyone swipes right and no one swipes left.
What's the crack like? Are you like posting photos of everyone in the group chat that you've matched with?
Nah, to be honest though, Harrison probably does better than me. Like the boys. This is the midnight chats, by the way. Like
He's the biggest
Yeah.
pillar.
you'll be onto them. Like there was four of us in the midnight chats. We're all good friends, and I'd say Harrison pulls the most out of us. Like,
Really?
Even now with TikTok
he's got
fame?
chats
with you?
Harrison, spoke to him downstairs. He had a lot of chat on him.
Yeah, he's very chatty. Very chatty.
He knows how
loves
to
a
wind people
cuppa.
up as well. He loves
Loves a
He
cuppa.
drinks about 5 cups a day a day.
Really?
It's madness.
Loves a good grape. Loves a grape.
Loves a grape.
Wait, I want to ask you, what's it been like with like chatting to people now that you've got a bit of like fame behind your back?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. In Liverpool, it's different because everyone like knows everyone, especially on TikTok. Like, there's not many people, creators in Liverpool.
Panda Girl.
I mean, Panda Girl, yeah, but like, other than that, it's me, Tom Rogan. Trying to think like Leah Smith. There's a few people you probably. I don't
Tom
know.
Rogan.
Who's Leah Smith?
Tom Rogan. He's literally like me and him are basically like quite similar. I just do games. He just does like music.
And who's Leah Smith?
Leah Smith. She battled cancer. Like I think it was a year and a half ago. I'm not sure. Like it probably has come up on.
Why are you smiling like that?
He just really likes people fighting cancer. That's fine.
That's
But
good.
yeah, like she smashed it and like she's.
Yeah.
I think she's beaten it now. But like obviously it was her
Go,
story.
Leah.
Was she a creator before it? Or
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think she just like documented her entire like.
wait, is that the?
Oh, shit.
Is that the Asian one? I've seen the Asian Scout Skittle.
Oh, I'm on to her. Yeah. She's quite small and she's brunette.
Yeah, I just know her because everyone's always like, "Oh, I've never seen her."
That's the thing though, like none of us collaborate really. Like
what's that about?
none of the Scouse TikTokers collaborate at all.
That's very
It's-
strange.
But the only person that I know really who's like from Liverpool who I've like played with, who's like a gamer also, was Matt, HG Gamer.
Yeah, Matt HG Gamer.
And he was so nice to me and like we figured out like we don't even live that far away from each other. It was really nice speaking to him. He's probably down to earth.
But what I want you to tell people, like, just because obviously you're kind of blown up right now, what is it that you kind of do?
I basically just stream games and I've started YouTube and it all started from like just me and the boys chatting shit.
What was the
And
first thing you started? Was it YouTube or TikTok?
It was TikTok. It was TikTok.
thought it was.
This time
TikTok was
last
the first
year,
thing you started.
I think I posted my first video next week last year. So it was
Fuck off.
It was.
Not even
Wow.
a year.
I remember when I seen it. I think the first one I seen it where it's like,
Would you shag your cousin if she was Addison Rae? That was the one video
yes.
that went.
Can we talk about this right now?
Yes.
Would you do it?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
If
No.
no one found out, probably.
Yes. Right,
How close are you to your cousin?
That's what I mean.
That's
We were saying this. Like there was another video we did that was on YouTube, and it was, would you rather kill your family member or shag them? But I said it just.
I'd kill them via shagging.
Wait, which family member though?
Sorry, what the
your
fuck?
dad.
fuck.
Yes.
He's got a lot of resentment.
No, but I
issues.
said it depends what family member. At the end of the day,
Exactly. That's the thing.
you'd have to kill your ma.
You got any siblings?
What?
You got any siblings?
Yeah. No.
No.
So you're basically saying like as soon as it comes out of
If
first
it's far
removed
away,
family,
yeah.
like, so you're saying like cousins, like
If it's
second
way
cousins,
distant, then like obviously
grandparents.
it'd feel less bad.
Would you shag your grandparents if they were alive or are alive or I don't? You know,
Yeah, but
that's always a
I
tough
said
one.
I would have to go to the grave for that.
If you were
Really?
But-
Well, they've had their life, haven't they?
I've
Yeah, fuck that.
I've got a question for you. If you were shagging your mum and your dad was shagging you, would you move forward or backwards?
I've been asked that question before on stream.
What
Yeah.
did you do?
I'm interested to see what you say.
What'd you
'cause
say?
You matched me on Addison Rae here. So what would you do?
It's a tricky one. isn't it?
Depends, really. Like on
how horny you are.
Pinterest.
No, on the size, isn't it?
Size.
Oh, right, okay.
Well,
right.
I'm taking
name
name
factors
factors
into
and
consideration.
stick.
What if it was like tiny though? You just don't know. What if it was like a?
So are you saying if it was
Because
tiny,
then you wouldn't know.
all right, so you're saying you wouldn't feel it go in? But have you had something up your ass before? Because then even if it was small, you'd probably feel it.
Nah, probably just bit of paper towel. That's about it.
You've had paper towel up your ass.
No, obviously like what? Who hasn't?
So you...
Wait,
Exactly.
we
you
done?
fuck yourself with paper
What do you
towels,
wipe when
or-
you? What do you?
Oh, I thought you meant
well,
something
not in your
kind of-
ass.
No, I don't just go.
He fingers himself when he does it, just makes
That's
him
a
feel better.
proper good way to clean though, mate. Put it right up your ass.
Well, nah,
Make sure
actually,
you clean the
I've
colon.
said this before. If you don't use wet wipes, it's not clean.
Wet wipes?
Bro, have you ever been to
Johnson's
Asia?
kind of thing.
Have you ever been to Asia?
I haven't, no. Wow.
So like, it's in Asia, they just have bum guns, and they're so fucking.
I thought they were.
they're
I thought
so
they were
good.
little like little baths for the.
No, that's a bidet.
bidet.
That's European, yeah. So
Oh,
they've
right.
you've got bidets. Then when you go to Asia, they've got like little pressurized water gun by the toilet, so you just shoot your ass. But
No, but that makes sense.
it feels so.
You actually come out
It
clean.
feels so good.
Yeah.
But back to the question.
Like it actually makes shit feel great. But anyway,
Really?
take away from poo.
No,
Yeah.
back to the question, are you going backwards or forwards? You're not answering.
Are you leaning forwards into your mum or are you leaning back?
Are you going,
into
if you
your
say
dad?
nothing, you're doing both?
Unless this is really awkward.
Unless
and one of
you're
you-
literally doing this.
Either way, I'm not going to be able to live with myself. So it's like it's one of them. Like,
So what one is it then?
And just to clarify, none of your parents are dead, because that'd make it worse.
Yeah,
if you
both.
Both of that. You're an orphan.
So he's just fucking himself.
So he's
No,
actually-
you'd be
you're
fucking a
wanking
dead
over-
body.
Yeah, okay.
Necrophiliac.
I love how we've got him on just to ask him if he's going to shag his mum or his dad.
Come on.
That's the important question, isn't it?
Let's give the quick answer. Just you're gonna have to be like, and just go for it. You're going back and just
That's be forwards.
grimacing forwards.
Forwards.
See your fucking mum.
Okay, let's move on. Let's
So
move
you
on.
shag your mum?
Whoa!
So you fucking shag your mum? You're
sick.
fucking wrong, you
You're
like.
sick, mate.
You
are
dirty
sick.
bastard. You could have just avoided the question.
Yeah, you
but
could
no,
have just
shag
said,
your mum.
guys, this
You
makes me
would've
feel
just
uncomfortable.
pressured me.
No, we didn't pressure you. We just asked the question.
You're a
That's so
fucking wrong, mate.
Yeah, fucking. That's disgusting.
Very disappointed.
I'm disgusting.
Anyway, back to what we first talked about. Has like since you've started all this, have you been like your DMs have they been filled with like people potential partners and
Gallus.
stuff? Yeah.
That's the thing, not really. It's just been people saying like, I love your grind. Like, just keep on going. It's like motivational stuff.
Oh, really?
You get a few hate comments, obviously, but that's with everyone.
I love your grind on me.
You kind of just, that's the thing, you got to kill them with kindness though. Like, I think that's...
Do you respond to the
As
hate?
much as to the hate?
Yes.
I think I just like the comments.
You like the comment?
That's kind of bad bitch energy.
Because it gets in the head.
Yeah.
It really does. Like, what they want is a reaction from me. So if I give them like a love art on the little side of the message.
Give him a love. Literally kill it with kindness.
Yeah.
Hope
Like,
die.
what do they do then? Do they message again or do they cry or...
No, I think
they cry.
that
Have a
stops them in
wank.
the tracks, doesn't it?
Exactly.
I think that's probably the best way to do it, because if you start battling people in the comments, like sometimes, like.
No, I mean, in the comments of videos, I mean, if it's that bad, you probably just delete it. to
Did
be
you
honest,
get
but-
hate comments when you went bald?
Yeah, to be honest. But I think a lot of people just respected, because obviously I did it for a charity. So I think people respected it a lot more and they didn't take the piss out of me.
He's
But
asking for himself.
Yeah.
it's ironic though, because I did it for mental health. Yet my mental health after I shaved my head was abysmal. Yeah, it was awful though. At least it was the winter time. I was like, no one was really going.
Yeah,
like,
when was this, by the way? Because I'm gauging the length of your hair.
September.
Fuck me.
That hasn't grew back that much, has it?
No,
it's
fuck me.
fucking
If this
dreadful,
is me from
No, you
God.
don't need to touch it. Like,
Did you do it yourself?
Oh,
like,
God.
on stream?
which?
Like, did
No, my mate did it. My mate did it.
Was it Harrison?
No, it wasn't Harrison. I
long-
wouldn't have trusted him. into
Does
it.
that go when it's wet in the shower? Does it go like down here?
That was the
Is it
thing
okay?
though. When it was bald,
Yeah.
it was okay getting in the shower.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
quick,
when
innit?
it-
It's quick.
It hits
It's so
water
good.
hits
Yeah,
different on,
it's quick. It's quick.
on the scalp.
I've shaved my head 3 times and it's the best time of your life when you're bald. I say that. You don't look that good, but it's just the nicest.
I'm just trying to gauge
Simple.
that if
Yeah.
my hair's going to be this long by the time September.
Nah, you're fucked,
October,
you.
November.
4 or 5 months.
Fuck.
You're like 26, mate.
It
That's
depends
not
though.
going back.
No, I wore a
Yeah,
Mate, your hair's not coming back. It's not.
No, it
yes,
depends
it's
though.
not
Have you got
coming
caffeine shampoo? Caffeine shampoo.
Caffeine
No, but I'm
shampoo
gonna
I've
get
heard
it.
works wonders.
C24 or something it's called. I think.
Caffeine.
Shall I tell you an underrated
Caffeine.
figure? Palm olive.
Palm olive.
Put that on your
What
scalp.
was it with the L's and Palm? Film.
Yeah, get that. Literally grows it back so
But then
quick.
don't wear a cap or do what you're doing now because it blocks the oxygen from your head.
All right, we're oxygenate. Yeah.
I'm so fucking.
Fuck it
fuck
up.
me, put it back-
Lovely.
nah,
You
sweet,
look
nah,
hard as
actually, I
fuck.
Fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin, there.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. Yeah, it's sad. It's sad, but it's grown a tiny bit. Why the fuck are you laughing, mate?
No one's laughing.
I'm not laughing at
No one's laughing.
I'm
Who are
joking.
you laughing at?
Who are you laughing at? Who are you laughing at?
Yeah, it's not
The
British.
thing is, whenever I meet someone and I'm scoused, they either say that word, that sentence, that phrase, or the bargain one.
Yeah, do you get recognised in the
it's like
street?
annoying.
much?
Nah, last summer, I think everyone in the man's dog was just saying like, "What if you're starving, lad?
What was he starving, lad?
What if you're starving?" And I was just like,
Do you
Does it
get
get annoying?
I mean, it does now. Like, it's not, I wouldn't say they're dead meme, but like it's in the vault.
In the
Like along with like all the other good memes, like they have a time, like they just need to go. Like you bring them up every now and then, but people just bring
Have
them
the
too
day.
much. Yeah,
Do you get recognised a lot in Liverpool?
in Liverpool, yeah.
Really?
Are you like a big celebrity?
But that's the thing. I hate the way
Big
like,
name on
fans,
campus.
celebrity, all that. I just hate it. Like I've mentioned it before, but like I don't know. I think TikTok, especially when you get followers that fast,
Yeah,
people
TikTok's fucking...
people are very quick to just call themselves like a celebrity. But you think about Vine, like how many people from Vine do you
Logan
remember?
Paul got big off
I mean,
Vine, didn't he?
no, but Logan Paul, yeah, but like that's because they emigrated to YouTube. But like a lot of Viners, you don't really know.
Yeah, I want to talk
Any-
to you about that because you started uploading YouTube videos and like the response from, I don't know if it's straight from TikTok, it's fucking mental.
That's the thing. I don't know. I don't know myself. I got 25,000 subs in about a week and a half, which
That's
is
sick.
mad.
But it's 25,000 subs mint, but also it's the fucking, you got like 200k views on one of them. Like the growth is like mental. Do you
I think that's because it's cutting into a market where like nothing's really there. So like a scouser doing,
Yeah.
you know, playing a game, GTA RP.
That's what I think, mate, when I watch it. I'm like, when I watch your videos, I think you just seem like one of me mates. Do you know what I mean?
I think that was the whole idea from the start though. Like it would just, especially with me and the boys, like I bring them everywhere, you know, like anything I do, yeah, I make sure like they're on it. Like me mate Harrison, he wants to get into football and like
21 Savage, mate. Bring the gang with you. Charlie, could you turn up my mic? Oh, it's really quiet for some reason.
no, but yeah, like Harrison's very into football. He does, a lot of interviews and things. Like he's starting to get into that sort of market in football. So I'm like trying to, help him. Like people I play with, for example, when I played with footballers and things. Like it's nice to.
You played with?
Trent and.
You played with Trent?
Yeah, it was boss. It was this time. I think it was August or July last year.
Oh shit! What was that like?
And it was madness because another person in the gaming scene. His name's Juki. He's Liam, proper sound guy. Like he's one of the best Warzone players. And so Trent knows who he is, and he's been watching him. And he put me onto him because obviously I started streaming this time, like last year, about June time, July. And he was really interested. He liked my videos. He's seen them on TikTok. Like you don't think like all these footballers have TikTok accounts, but they do
because at our age.
Yeah.
No, but look, mate. So you were saying about it was like this time last yearish that you were like starting a lot of the stuff, right?
I just started posting like edits. Really, like I didn't really actually make my own content.
But can you talk about like for a second, like you were saying about August, you were playing with Trent, right? So that's what 4 months of doing what it is that you're doing, and you're playing with the Premier League football. How did you manage to do that? Like that's insane.
I look back at it now and think like I don't think I actually took a step back and thought like I'm actually playing with
like
one of the best
Champions
football
League winner.
Yeah, one of the best football players in the world, playing COD.
Was he decent? Was he shite?
He was actually decent,
Was he?
Yeah, he knows his loadouts, he knows everything because he watches Liam, and Liam's very good.
Ah, okay.
So
what loadout was he running?
I think at the time it was a Grau MP5. I don't know if you know.
Grau was fucking.
The Grau was nice back in the day.
It was beautiful. R.I.P.
Yeah,
lovely death.
But I mean, now that like Warzone's not exactly dying, but like it's kind of reaching like a
Fell off.
I wouldn't say fell off. I'd say it's like a dry patch, especially for creators. I honestly couldn't imagine making COD content day in, day out, like the way that some creators do. Like, this is the new gun to use. Like,
yeah.
That's the thing. You've got to go with the game that's banging at the minute. Like, you're with GTA kind of now.
Yeah. That's the thing. I'd consider myself. I used to play competitive Call of Duty when I was younger, you see. So, like, a lot of the people I play with now on stream and things, like, I knew them when I was about 14, 13. So, it's weird the way everything's come full circle. I'm playing with them again.
Yeah.
I know everyone. The community's amazing.
Are they Scousers as well? Or
No. Actually, everyone's just from all over. Scotland.
It's interesting because whenever I used to do the exact same, I used to play Comp COD and everyone knows everyone. Like, you'd be like, oh, we're playing them for like the 17th this week. You know everyone by their username.
And you kind of rank them in your head, like how good they are.
You're like, I know what he uses. I know what. Yeah, you just know if someone, you're like, yeah, he's really fucking good.
Definitely.
You know if you're fucked or not. It's interesting. The COD scene's very interesting. It's toxic, but I fucking love how toxic it is.
It didn't. It kind of went away from that when it got franchised. Like when, there's certain things you can't tweet or etc.
Yeah.
But like it starts to come back a little bit, like all the, arguments and things. So
Did you ever fancy getting into like full on like trying to go for like competitions, like money and everything?
that's the thing. Like I'm in a weird stage. Like I'm creating content which is like more comedic, but I still have that like competitive aspect in me.
It's not worth it.
Do you know that's the thing? Is it worth it or not? Like
100% not. I was in that scene for so long, and you put so much hours in, you'll get very little back.
Yeah, I agree.
Do you remind us of like a COD version of like hashtag Harry? Do you know how he's like very good, but also he's like now he's doing like the comedic kind of
exactly.
aspect.
I mean, if you can balance both of them, you're winning. Because it's bringing in both people who like to watch good gameplay and then people who like to watch a personality.
In case you're shite. Like, if you're bad. Like, I remember that Anders kid.
I thought you called me shit.
No. I mean, at least if you're shite, you're being funny. You're not just being fucking... Like, hashtag Harry got battered like 12 now from that like 14-year-old boy on FIFA.
Yeah.
And then he rage quitted and then started chanting it was only 3 now, and it was really funny.
Again, it's content, so... like Tim the Tapman. You know Tim the Tapman?
Oh, yeah.
In America. Like, he's not great.
It's right there, mate. It's right there.
Huh?
Looks a bit similar, to be fair.
Oh, fuck off.
But yeah, he's like a prime example. And everyone loves him. So, like, if I can try and...
Oh, did you know Courage if you were in COD then? Because I knew him for time. He was... So Courage, do you know Courage, the big streamer?
Yeah.
People don't know this.
Do.
I've knew him for years. He used
to
he used to commentate over competitive CODs. So I think I subscribed to him when he had like 5,000 subscribers or something like that. And now he's biggest, one of the biggest Twitch streamers out there, which is crazy.
Who were your inspirations? As like, I'm assuming you used to watch some of the stuff coming up.
Nature. 100, and I got a follow back from him.
I saw that
a few weeks back, and I was...
How did that make you feel?
I think I cried for a bit. Like, I was on Discord with a bunch of my friends who like, mods and things. And I tweeted him, because I hit 10k followers on Twitter. And I tweeted out, it was a piece of merch that he had. And it said, like, work until your name doesn't, like, you don't have to introduce yourself. And I tweeted him, I was like, I'm basically working to that goal. So I just said, like, thank you, and that he liked it, followed me back, and, like, I was just...
Did he? So what, did you reckon he's watching your shit?
That's the thing, like, he's looked at my account then, and, like, That's happy. That makes me happy. The fact that he's seen
That
what I'm
validation
doing.
kind of
Yeah.
What kind of effect does it have when you create content like that? So are you going into making more content with more confidence? Does it kind of affect you that way?
I feel like, yeah, it really does encourage you to make more because obviously there's a lot more people I want to kind of
tap
move
into.
to.
Yeah.
Like, for example, well, I don't know if my other inspiration's Ali for sure. Like, obviously he makes Fortnite content now. I don't like Fortnite at all anymore, but, you know, the fact that I've grew up, 12, 13, watching day in, day out every single video he puts out. I used to think he was the best player on the planet, and obviously, looking back on it now, he probably...
No, he just makes it seem like
it makes it seem like it, but, like, honestly, him, Nade Shot, I'd say...
Optic Scump for me.
Scump,
I love
yeah,
Scump.
definitely Scumpy.
So is that something you search for? Like, kind of, like, I don't say validation from other creators, but does it, if you get that, is that kind of like, it just keeps you spurring to go?
Yeah, because it's basically like telling you like you're doing the right thing.
Yeah. Bit like, just like more self-belief for you.
Because if I'm doing it and like obviously it's getting views, but like no one bigs really, because obviously YouTube's quite a big platform, but people see it on the recommended and they'll click on it. For example, when, you know, Ethan reached out to me and said, "You're doing sick, bro."
Yeah, was that just randomly?
I don't know how he found out, but either way, that shot me as well. Like that was just as bad as Nate shot.
That
Like,
must have been when you were living with him.
When was that then? When did you reach
No,
out
it was
to?
only like last week. But
Oh, last week. I thought he said last year.
No, last week.
Was that Twitter, Instagram?
Insta.
Oh, shit.
But I was just in shock. I just thought, lad,
I was in shock.
I was though. He's seen my face. Like he's seen my face on a screen. He's watched me for like a
Probably
good amount of
because
time.
like you spend like I know for him like sometimes he'll be doing whatever, but then there's like Twitch open or something like on another thing, and he'll just see it, and then it might come up on a recommended thing, and that clicks through.
That's the thing.
But that's like the round off, you know. Like it's interesting to see like the kind of effect that it has on like you as someone who's doing that. But then it's also like, say for example, someone like Ethan or other people that they see it, and it's just kind of like something to like respect because they're like, it's actually cool to see you kind of do that kind of thing, you know, build it up yourself.
That's what I think about you, bro. Like fucking every platform, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, even Instagram, it's like active. Whereas sometimes you see TikTokers, they can't take people over to Instagram.
Yeah,
and definitely
I
can't take
100%
people.
agree. That's what I pride myself on actually. The fact that I've managed to like spread out my audience, like and
That's
kind of,
good, don't you see?
Yeah.
You see TikTokers that will have like we've talked about it so many times, but the conversion rate on TikTok isn't the best. Someone can have like 1 million followers, and you're like, wow, they're big time. Then they've got like 2,000.
Sometimes it does depend on how good looking you are. Sometimes I'm not gonna.
As a girl,
Oh, right, so you're saying people feel sorry for you? That's the reason that they go to them.
Well, they saw the
platforms?
ball dead. That was it, lads. That was it. And
He hasn't got long left.
Nah, it's nothing against people who are good looking, but like it is sort of a pretty privilege. Like if you're good looking and you're doing well on TikTok,
You did-
your Instagram will pop off.
You tweeted something like
Helps,
that
it
recently,
helps.
didn't you? You're saying like, if my Twitter overtakes my Instagram, it just means I'm ugly.
Yeah, it means I'm ugly, but I'm maybe a bit funny. That's all I can see. That's all I can
What
think.
is the-
I'm ugly, yeah, but like
What's the balance right now with Twitter and Instagram? Which one's overtaking which?
I think Twitter's on like 15 and like Instagram's about 22.
Oh, so you're
or
still
23.
kind of pretty at the minute.
But,
Yeah, it's still
but my
it's still
Instagram has
kinda-
not. It stayed stagnant. So
Has it?
It's hard to go on that though, as opposed
It
to
might
other
be your hair,
platforms.
mate.
I just
People
don't see the
are
point of
not feeling
posting
it.
pictures though. I
No,
just
mate, post reels, post your TikToks. Mate, I posted a reel last week and it's on 3 million views.
Bro, this kid loves a selfie. Loves a close-up selfie.
He does, you know. And you always look so happy as well. You're like,
yeah, because I got to. I mean, I'd rather look sad though.
Yeah, exactly.
You've seen some mad pictures.
But like, no, but you see some of these people on like the Explore page and like they're kind of posing in front of like a car park or something, and I just think, could I go outside and do that?
But
No,
mate,
probably not.
But mate, you're not Molly May.
Oh wait, is it? Has Charlie done that?
Bro, what are you trying to
No,
say?
there's nothing against people who do that
I
at
know.
all. Like they can take however. Like, but personally, I don't. Like, I feel like I need to step up my game in terms of Instagram. Like,
Bro, I think that's because like Liverpool is not that. I can imagine it's a bit like Newcastle. It's not that kind of vibe where people.
London's that vibe. I've like, there's nothing, but the style in London's very different from the style in Liverpool.
I love it. I love it though. I remember I walked into a club in London once and some cunt was wearing a fishnet suit and I was like, you know what? I fucking love it. I was like, I love the confidence. I was like, I love that they can do that and no one will fucking look at them.
Yeah, so if you wore that in Newcastle or something, everyone would be like, "What the fuck?" Are you
Yeah, you're
wearing?"
getting battered. Like, if
Yeah,
you're
Newcastle
wearing
and
a
Liverpool are very
fishnet suit.
similar. I mean, that's the thing. Like, I've turned up in a bag house.
Yeah.
I was tracky.
Got a bear house on, bloody roasting. Seen that video?
No.
Oh, it's a fucking brilliant video.
No, but in London, you can literally express yourself like in
However
any
you
way
want.
possible, wear whatever. But like, if someone caught someone wearing a pair of Air Jordans and you're a fella in Liverpool, like, I don't think like
Even Air Jordans.
that's.
I think
that
that-
deep.
I think that's shit,
Usually it's a
though,
pair of
like-
110s in Liverpool. But like that's a standard that I like better one tens.
The thing is that I find very strange is about like, say for example, and we'll talk about this very soon. Cam's spoken about before, like being a YouTuber as a Geordie. People don't really like know it that much up there. We've spoken downstairs and also in general, just like as a Scouse, there aren't many like YouTubers, content creators like that, you know.
Yeah.
But it's almost as if people like judge like anyone for doing that kind of stuff. But for me, that just reeks of insecurity rather than oh God,
I wouldn't say it reeks
that.
of insecurity. It reeks of small town mentality.
Or
Yeah,
that
also,
seems insecure to me, to be honest.
Like there's
with you,
nothing.
but, yeah.
That's like the main goal though. It's like, even I said this, if I was to die off next week, I'm not bothered really, because I know that I've shown multiple Scousers who are very young and impressionable that like they can go out and do this and like not feel ashamed.
You're like the Bugsy Malone of Manchester.
Well, that's the thing. I don't see myself as like any higher than anyone else, but as long as I can, provide like that sort of message to them,
like
then
break
I've
the
won.
stigma around it, because that's what I've said. It's the exact same where I'm from. Like you can, it's like I can probably put Scotland in the same bracket as Liverpool, because I'm thinking how many big Scouse YouTubers I know apart from Match the Gamer, but he's not, his brand
He
isn't
doesn't really
being
sound
Scouse
Scouse either.
Exactly, that's what I'm
But
saying.
like that's why I think like to a degree, I think that's why he's done quite well,
Yeah.
because there's obviously a big stigma around Scouse. Like people do hate us because we ask. It's just the way it is. The way people have been brought up, like we're not very.
It's the most shithouse accent
Scouse, not
in
English.
the country. Like I reckon, like I think half the reason why this guy pisses me off so much is because he's Scottish.
Why would that piss you off?
No, why are you talking to me like that? It's your accent.
But then again,
It's-
I'd rather watch a Scottish individual like making content, like having a laugh.
100%.
Like I find the Scottish comedian
100%.
more funny than a London comedian. Like
100%.
Yeah, so fuck you, bro.
Yeah.
No. But I mean, it's something about the accent, which is what it's just like the shithousery of like what is like on some of the clips which we're talking about that we've seen like downstairs and stuff. It's like it's just because of it's not just because of like what you're saying,
But
and
it
what you're doing is
emphasises
funny.
the joke.
It really does.
Yeah.
And then like, it's like when like Lewis is like annoying me, it's just like it's the accent, just really it's the action, but it's just the way you're saying it. I'm just like it just gives so much more meaning.
I want
look at this file.
Yeah, he says.
I want to talk a little bit about your GTA content, like with the accent and everything. Like how did you like decide to go into GTA after Warzone? Was it after Warzone? Was it?
Well, that's the thing. I do both, but like I kind of just delved into it. Like the entire Warzone community was just kind of getting a bit fed up because like they don't really listen to the community at all. The creators, the developers, sorry.
Full of hackers at the moment still, isn't it?
Full of hackers, full of people with using VPNs so they get easier lobbies. It's all that sort of stuff. I won't go into it, but everyone just got fed up.
So that's why you went to GTA.
Yeah, just a breath of fresh air, and everyone was streaming it. Every single Warzone player was literally on GTA at some point.
Yeah, because I looked at is it your second TikTok account where you upload your GTA videos, and like they're just bang, like insane. They're just bang, like
Usually the second account's just Omegle. GTA COD. Why are you laughing?
What are you laughing for?
Is it the Jules video? I was expecting a Jules comment to come up at some point, but I don't know if you've seen the video.
Luckily, I haven't seen that one.
Where I pull a mother on Omegle.
You pull a mother?
I got a Snapchat.
How'd you do that then?
I just asked her for it.
Oh, really?
I did see where you went. What's it you said? You said, all right, lads. Was it all right, lad? And she was like, did you just call me a slut?
Oh, yeah, I said yes, lad.
Oh, yes, lad.
Back in the echo, it sounded like me saying you're a slut.
No, I heard
in
slut when you said that.
Say
As well,
that
I'm not
again?
gonna lie.
Yes, lad.
You said yes, lad, but it just sounded like you slut.
And then she just buttoned me. She got off. But every time I go on to Americans on Omegle, it's like, oh, you're Scottish.
Yeah, they're really bad at like knowing like.
Oh my God, you're
Scottish?
Irish. You're Irish, dude.
Oh, I get Irish all the time. Irish. Oh, my granddad's actually 1/8 Scotch. He's actually 1/8 Scotch.
Scotch, we just did
Scotch. I always say Scotch.
So with your GTA content, are you kind of going in there like expecting? Are you trying to like get the funny clips? Or are you just playing in
That's the thing. You just gotta like. The other day I was on stream and I was just like being a binman for about half an hour, and nothing happened. Some fella dressed up as Mo Salah came over, but that was about it. But
He was dressed up as Mo Salah.
you've got to play the part, otherwise it doesn't make the funny moments as funny.
That's what's so funny about yours is that you're so dry with it. So like you'll try not to laugh. You'll just literally be so straight faced. But like when you were asking the guy at the bank for if his ma was single, it's like so straight.
It's got to be though, because like if.
You've got to keep you shoot him in there.
It's acting at the end of the
part
day.
of the roleplay. Yeah, like if you play GTA like you normally would, it takes away the roleplay aspect, doesn't it?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
if it's the people that are just having a laugh and putting on a character, and then you get people that are being serious, so it like complements each other so well.
That's why I respect, to a degree, I just respect the police officers, even though it's a bit wet. It's a bit wet what they're doing.
Can you tell that story? Like you told us downstairs about what happened with the police officers.
They got arrested.
What do they actually do in their real life as well?
Yeah, so like the odds are that they are either pretending to be one like off duty, so they're already a police officer, or they want to become a police officer, and it's easy for them to like learn the role better, which is fair enough. Like I respect that.
Quite interesting.
It is quite interesting. Like you never think that. You never think in 2021 like someone would be pretending to be a police officer online to like be one in real life.
But I want to know, like, if you're a police officer, you finish work, why the fuck would you go into a game to then be a police officer?
Just love the job, mate.
Just live and breathe the
live
sport.
and breathe for the
Probably not
badge.
bullied as a kid for that. Take it out on everyone I can.
It's just so funny, like what I was saying, like, what is it, you asked a girl for a Snapchat, then you swore, and then you get
Rest
arrested.
of a swearing, section
Oh my
5
God.
or something.
No, that was the funniest. That was the funniest thing.
Section 5 of the Public Offences Act or something. I was like, lads, there's no way you've actually just done that.
Like, do you actually think they've got a script up in front of them, or do you think they just know that, or do you think they're improvising?
Because it's whitelisted, which means that like you have to apply to become a police officer on these servers.
Shut the fuck up.
Like a fucking job
Shut the
application.
fuck up, man.
job
Not, like,
application.
not,
They've got like the GTA Indeed.com.
So basically, you've got to also write out your character, like what his name is, how old he is, what his family life's like, everything.
Family life? What, like in real life, or your roleplay family?
He was like fucking crying, talking about his dad. My dad left me.
It's just right NA.
Yeah, family.
They'll
NO.
give you a police officer, mate. Can you actually, like, if you were to go around us, what job would suit us best? What job would suit us best?
I'd say.
Nah.
You'd probably be
Bouncer. He's a
police-
fucking bouncer.
I'd say you'd be plod, to be fair.
Plod.
Because you just like.
A police officer.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That's
A police
plod,
officer.
yeah.
So I'm a sado, basically.
Yeah,
No,
definitely.
you're quite like, I don't know, sometimes you're quite like just one level. So like,
One level.
Like
Monotone.
I mean, like monotone, that's it, monotone. So like I feel like that'd actually work well as a police officer.
Yeah, you just,
Right.
yeah, you stay
Because reading out
so
lights,
well.
you'd be sound.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do you,
Not
do
offensive,
you
I'm
reckon?
not-
No. Oh, okay. As long as- do you reckon I'd be corruptible? Or do you think I'd be a bit of a?
Well, corrupt. That's the thing.
Yeah,
I thought how sick would it be if I became a police officer and like was corrupt.
Oh, like an inside man.
But they went, oh, you can't do that on roleplay. But it happens in real life, so like, why can't it happen?
Yeah.
What, like
well,
just like feeding money under the table?
Do you want
Nah,
me-
but like letting shit slide. And,
Do
like,
you want me to like infiltrate this server and I can actually become your inside
well,
man?
I've been banned, so
Oh,
yeah.
that's sad.
I'd say Lewis is
for another
probably
day.
just like a shit drug dealer.
That's what I want.
Dirty Derek on the street.
Like,
Derek on the streets.
You know what? Maybe I will take Dirty Derek to the streets. I want to be a man of the streets. I would like that on Rust.
you and I could work together. You could be
kids.
shifting me money.
I'm more than happy to do that. We can start our own gang in the fucking corner of Los Santos, and nothing goes
But
past
what
us.
do you mean by shit drug dealer?
Just when he gets caught.
Oh, he gets caught.
He's really going to need me
I
like.
know what you mean. He just like sells paracetamol or some shit.
Paracetamol.
Yeah, instead of actually like ease, he just actually
I've
selling
never
like
heard someone say
fake
paracetamol before.
paracetamol.
Yeah, we say paracetamol.
Oh, paracetamol.
He says everything weird.
No, the police is fucking back on us.
Paracetamol.
Lock us up. Go on.
Paracetamol.
Paracetamol.
Yeah. What do you say?
What's
I am?
Cam's job?
I don't know, to be honest, they're probably like a clerk or something, like, I don't know.
A fucking clerk. What the fuck's that?
You got everything you wanted to buy today, sir?
Clerk.
a store assistant or something.
Are you taking the fucking piss
Nah,
out of me?
I just think you'd be quite good. You could
What,
good
do
people.
you mean the
Are you
Indian
taking the
guy that
fucking
was just
piss?
a gun fucking held up to him?
A fucking clerk. Yeah, no, I'm not letting this fight me. Like.
Cam's going to be like tailoring someone's little shitty outfit. Then Lewis is coming in because he's not sold enough paracetamols. Comes in and shoots him, and I'm just standing outside, just be like, "Yeah, go off, mate. It's all right."
No, fucking clerk. I'm not taking this.
Are
Like.
you more than happy to do that? Us three will
No,
hop
no,
onto
it's a fucking
server.
clerk.
But no, we'll start up our
No,
own
but
gang.
that's what makes it so interesting, though, that everyone has their own role, and like you've got to just
Can we start up
play
a
it.
gang?
Do you want to start a gang with us?
Can we start a gang?
The thing is, we couldn't set up a gang because they're already there.
Whoa,
So,
what do you mean
they're already there?
You've got to apply, I think, to be a part of a gang. It's mad. It is mad.
No, but also, there's like you can't just
But
start
then
your own
again,
criminal
like, I
investigation.
forgot what the gang was called, but they wear like yellow, and they all put on Mexican accents, but like it's proper, it's just sick. I just think
Mexican Simpsons.
like so many people, if you were going to get someone to like act in a film, you would go to, honestly, you go to an RP server and like literally listen to people. Like that guy, my mate Alex, he's not even Indian, he's Scouse.
Does this not cause any problems for people? Like, it's not like cultural appropriation,
To
or
be
is it
honest,
just more of like
at the
one of
end-
those communities where they just
people-
don't really give
That's
a
the
fuck?
thing. People can get offended, but at the end of the day, it's role play. It is acting. They're pretending to be someone. So in that respect, I don't think it's any problem at all.
Yeah.
I
If
just
he was
feel
doing
like-
it, if he was doing it outside, like constantly making a joke of it. He doesn't. When he's in a Discord with me, he's completely normal.
I just feel like if I was doing it and I'd be an Indian man, I'm getting cancelled to fuck.
Yeah, but then again, you've got to make sure you play it correctly. Like, no one knew that he was an Indian, which is...
But he looks fucking racist as it is. You know what I mean? Like, he's on a fucking thin ice, mate. He can't...
No, but I mean, yeah. But, like, how can you stream that? Like, does that guy just play for fun, or does he stream him?
I think a lot of people stream themselves. Like, that's the thing. I can bring a lot of people on as well. Like, there's this guy, the priest. I don't know if you're onto the priest. I've been playing with him recently, but like
the priest,
he's grown so much because like of what we're doing, and like now he's able to. Like, he's sitting on like 50 viewers, which is like amazing. Like he's from starting like a couple weeks ago.
Priest.
But like it's just funny.
I need to get in this lobby. I'm going to apply.
Yeah, we're going to get an SSB world, which like Drake and Travis Scott are all in.
What's that?
It's one in America where Rice comes on it.
SSB?
It's just another server in the US.
It's just the name of the server.
But you obviously have to pay to get priority. If people like Drake and Travis Scott are going to be on there, then you know it's going to be a busy server.
Yeah.
Do you need like a certain amount of followers to get on that?
No, you can pay for priority, which is like minimum $75, maximum $500.
That's a worst though, because then you got people that are just doing it for fun. Like, if you want to make content, you want to get like what Travis Scott's came onto the server once, so people are just going to pay money to get on that.
Well, not necessarily. Like they come on at different stages. I think they have probably like a contract or something. Like they have to come on at this time. Probably like they probably pay him.
What the fuck's Drake, a bin man, fucking police officer?
He's a clerk.
It would make sense though. Nah, it would make sense though if he was a bin man.
Fucking stack shelves.
That'd be fucking.
What was the music video where he was a bin man?
Life is good.
Yeah, it was Life is Good.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
That'd be so
good
fucking
point, Lewis.
funny.
Good
that
point.
would be so funny if fucking Drake was a bin man.
Fucking imagine
0 to 100 just kills everyone.
Imagine if I fucking shot Drake and then fucking outside my house in real life, people just fucking pull up.
But that would be actual content though.
That'd be so fucking funny.
I shot Drake in brackets.
I can imagine like Soulja Boy would be a nurse.
Take care.
For some reason.
Soulja Boy would be a nurse?
Yeah.
Rice Gun's just a pimp, I think.
Have you seen him?
He's got like 4 wives, I think.
Have you seen Soulja Boy in Among Us? He's the biggest wind-up merchant ever. He wouldn't be a fucking whatever that is.
Soulja Boy's ahead of his time.
It's a nurse.
No, my memory forgot.
I've never watched Soulja Boy on Twitch.
Oh no, I've seen his TikToks on Among Us. He's the biggest wind-up merchant ever.
I mean,
such a wind-up.
Yeah, it's basically just you then.
Soulja Boy was literally ahead of his time. Like he was literally like fucking doing TikTok dances before they were a thing. No, remember that music video?
He was loving it.
I fucking love Soulja
TikTok
Boy.
dances, man.
Anyway,
Don't talk about TikTok dances.
Why?
Nah.
Can you not do them?
No, but like they just cringe me out so
Mate,
much.
sorry if you can't do them.
The what, man?
Sorry if you can't do it.
That's what I find interesting. Were you cringed out by TikTok before you started?
Yeah. I literally downloaded it because I was bored.
How do you get over that? I need it.
How to get over which?
Like TikTok, like for me, I have that kind of mentality.
That mentality.
I fucking hate that
That's
mentality.
the thing. I think I just thought to myself, like, life's just, is it that deep? No, not really. If I want to get on and make funny videos, like, you don't realise the content that you like then comes up on your For You page more. So if you're not liking dancing content, it's not going to be there.
Is it more of a business thing that you do though, right? Or is it just like you just create that content
Not
for
at
fun?
first. I just thought I was just making it for a laugh. Like, me and the boys chatting shit, like, and people enjoyed it. It was getting millions of views. I was thinking, well, this is amazing. This is just a good laugh. And then I realised how I could actually turn my dream into a reality via TikTok.
It reminds me a lot of, I don't know if you've watched Fits. Do you know Fits?
Yeah, I know Fits.
Yeah, your like group kind of reminds us how you just kind of you say things and you don't really care if it gets cancelled or anything like that. You're just out there.
I feel like the things, well, I mean, we obviously did What If You're Starving video. That was probably the biggest video we've had.
You starving, lad?
Where we do mention like the biggest turn-offs in girls, and someone says bad teeth. I was like, online over-sexualising themselves. Like, but like that could have people be like, oh, cancelable. I mean, it's just an opinion. It's a preference. It's a preference. It's my biggest turn off. It's not like you're not allowed to do that. I'm not gonna hate on you for doing it.
Yeah, I mean, if you were like anyone of a different race, that'd probably be a different question. But
right.
But like I've always said this about OnlyFans and everything. Like, you are free to do it, like 100%. Like, I fully support you. You can go and do it, but like you can't expect everyone in the world to like look at you the same. If that makes sense. Like, it's the world's judgmental. It's just one of them. Like, the world is judgmental.
It's when people go, you know what? I'd prefer it if my girlfriend didn't do an OnlyFans. People go, what? What? You're fucking disgusting.
Like, there's no... If I had a girlfriend who did OnlyFans, well, I probably wouldn't be with her if she did. But like, it's not like she can do it.
Would that be a deal breaker for you?
If I found out later on, I don't think I'd be bothered. But like, I think
Do you mean?
What do you mean, she hid it?
She had a hidden OnlyFans.
If she hid it,
You're like, why?
we probably have an argument. We probably have an argument about it, but like obviously, if you're that deep and you're in love, like I don't think there's any way out.
Yeah, you just be wondering why and how you're affording all.
But don't
these
get me
trips to
wrong,
Maldives.
I fully respect the fact that they're making bank. Like fair enough, there's a gap in the market clearly because a lot of men are paying for it.
What I don't get is I don't get when other girls hate on girls that do it. It's like, come on,
You're just jealous, innit?
It's probably the biggest industry where girls can make significantly more than guys. Why would you not?
To be fair though, I've heard that men in like OnlyFans is like wanted.
There's a massive
demand for it, and like I just don't think I've got the balls to do it. But if I want
the actual balls,
I've got
size.
I've got a peach on me. To be fair, if I want
a peachy ball.
No.
what you trying to say? You got a big.
No, what I'm saying is like,
bunda.
if you had the balls to do it as a man, like I'd say go for. Like at the end of the day, if there's probably a lot of sugar daddies out there.
Yeah, it's not just that though, mate. Like obviously, you've got. It's so oversaturated with like women. Yeah, obviously doing like OnlyFans and other kind of content creation like that. But then there's obviously a lot less men. But there is a massive demand for it, and also cross collaboration between male influencers and females.
Do you think having let's say about the relationship with OnlyFans girls? Do you think it matters how big they are? So if they're making like tens of thousands of pounds,
the world's
a month,
judgmental, isn't it? So sorry,
that's fine, bro.
Just no water in it. No, it's shocking service. It's like
I thought that would be fucking filled up with your spit by now.
That's that one. That's
oh,
that one.
Okay.
I just don't. I feel like obviously the bigger they are, the more people obviously have seen them and like obviously interacted with their content in some sort of way.
I haven't drank out of it yet. Don't worry.
But wouldn't you rate it more if somebody was getting their holes out for 100k rather than if they were getting it for a tenner? It's a bit more like
as long as you pay for the meal then.
What, you're going Wetherspoons?
Scan or something like I'm not paying and she's getting 100k off a photo. If that's what you're saying.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying, would it be more a less?
Would you rather a
turn-off?
successful OnlyFans girl or a girl who was trying to grind to get
Exactly.
successful?
Will depend actually, because you could be their photographer, couldn't you?
Oh, so you're saying you're gonna?
What I'm saying is like that'd probably be a nice like couple thing to do.
So you'd get her on a loan deal, see how she does for a year, and see if you want to keep her on for
exactly.
A loan deal with an option to buy.
Fee. Yeah.
At the end of the day, you respect it, but I don't know. It's very. I just don't expect. You don't expect people to change their minds, like or to keep the same, mindset of someone. Like for example, I know a few people who like I used to go to school with who have started an OnlyFans and like or in my area, and they started it, but they started it on the account of like all the family and like But like you think about it, come on. Your family's not going to look at you and think like it's just people are judgmental. It's how it is. People go. That's why there's still racists around because people just don't want to change their mind on things.
But like,
so
I completely agree with that. But like, not being funny about it as well is like, whilst I also like really respect like sex work and all that kind of stuff. If you are like someone's father, like or mother or brother or sister, whatever it is, you don't really want to see them doing that. If you get what I mean. But that being said, as well, like if it was like my sister or my daughter or something like that, I'd be like, if you're making your bag from it, like, okay,
if anything,
I still don't want to see it.
I'd probably sit them down and be like,
are you sure?
Okay, is this what you want to do? How are you going to do it? Like, let's get it. Do you know what I mean? Just make sure she's doing it right and she's not being like exploited in any way or whatever.
What you have to remember as well is parents don't necessarily know much about social media. So if they're selling their body on social media, you're like, they're going to get fucking human trafficked. Like that's originally what's going to, your alarm bells are going to go. You're like, do they know?
They don't know how safe it is.
They know what they're doing, but the parents will think that they don't know what they're doing.
It's just like a subscription to Amazon or like Netflix. It's exactly the same.
But they think it's like fucking like dark web and that, don't they?
Imagine if you could link your Amazon account to your OnlyFans account and get it.
Free Prime.
Like Twitch Prime for OnlyFans. OnlyFans is a gap in the market for that, mate.
Also, for OnlyFans as well, like, I think what I do actually like really like about it is that, say for example, if you take it like to, say for example, like how parents can understand it. So you got prostitution, you got stripping, you got all that kind of stuff, which is like old versions of it, whereas OnlyFans is that.
Safest way.
OnlyFans is fully like within your own control of how much it is that you post. You can post lewd, as in like just straight lingerie. You can post full porn. Yeah, you can do all that kind of stuff. So like, if there's transparency, I guess, with your family, regardless, it's not my business. Everyone's family's their own family. I'd just be concerned for my family members.
I just think if you want to fucking do it, just do it.
100%.
Doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. Doesn't matter.
Then again, the older generation never going to understand social
But
media.
then what I always say to people is, I say don't do it, because there's so many girls that are like,
They just see the bag. They see the bag and just think, I'm going to do it.
They go, I need money, I'm going to do it. I'm
Like,
no, do
everyone's
it.
saying they're in top 1%. Like, someone's fucking lying.
Yeah.
One of you are fucking lying, because not all of you can be in the top 1%.
I don't know how there's so many
Every
top
single-
0.4%.
Who's in the bottom 1% then? I want to see that, because no one's going to have that in the pile.
Top 99%. I'll be like, oh my fucking
I don't understand it, mate.
Top 40%.
Like, I've never seen one bird on Twitter, usually it's Twitter or Instagram, that hasn't got 0.1%.
Bro, I've seen someone in the top 2%. I was like, God, she must be fucking not doing that well for herself.
And she must be living. She must be scrolling, like refreshing the page, seeing if she's going up or not.
I don't know yet if they include like people who have an OnlyFans. Do you get what I mean? Like, say for example,
But don't use it.
but don't use it, or people who
Yeah.
subscribe. Do you get what I mean? Because there's definitely a lot more people who
Mate, I
have
think
like OnlyFans.
I've got an OnlyFans account, but this is the reason.
Whoa.
Let me explain. So basically, about 6 months ago, we were playing a game of Warzone, and some girl in the chat had an OnlyFans, and we said, if we win this game, can we get your OnlyFans? And we won the game, therefore we got the OnlyFans. So I had to make an account
all
to
of
accept
yous?
it. Yeah, for free, for the month.
Was it good?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, bit of a stutter there.
Yeah.
Not very confident.
yeah, it was
Not
nice.
very confident.
It was nice.
Nice.
Yes. Is that a like regular occurrence? Like getting
Is that a regular occurrence? Your appearance?
I mean,
on
not really.
OnlyFans?
That's the thing. Like, that, I messaged that Ella Brooke as a laugh.
Oh,
Who?
fuck. It's a porn star on TikTok.
Oh, the British girl who got. Like,
She hates
yeah.
me. She doesn't. Really, I don't think she realises it's a laugh.
Yeah,
She
you
literally
should
went
say.
like, what should I do for 500k on Twitter? And I put,
Okay.
be my wife, and she put, you're obsessed. And I was like,
Is that many followers
I'm
she's got?
6'5", by the way. I'm 6'5".
That's your next reply. Is she not flirting though? Is she not trying
That's what I mean. Like, why did
Maybe
she
playing
reply?
hard to get. She's not playing
Yeah,
hard to
maybe
get.
she-
I mean, it'd be a belt of derby, like, because I support Liverpool, she supports City.
Oh.
Yeah, you know.
Oh, the OnlyFans collab, and that would be unreal.
That'd be a
unreal.
clickbait title, that wouldn't it, on Pornhub.
That would be fucking insane. Get it sorted.
Well, that's kind of the season. Oh, City fucks Liverpool. That's kind of what's happening this season.
But no,
But then you get pegged. Then you get pegged.
yeah, you get pegged, mate.
Yeah.
What was that tweet about, by the way, where you said I don't like getting pegged?
yeah. So basically, we did a midnight chats last year, and we were talking about getting pegged, and we were discussing like, if you loved them or not, would you do it? And I said, if it was like 10 years down the line, then probably.
So it was 10 years, not like 10 months.
No, 10 years. You have to be married for that shit.
Nah, because mate, fucking that's when your IBS is kicking in, mate. You'll be shitting all over
Wait,
the place.
why fucking 10 years?
Do it,
Because imagine it's like a mortgage.
No, but
What the fuck?
do it
It's
while
like a
your colon's
fertility though, innit?
fresh.
Why does IBS just kick in
No,
after 10
yeah,
years?
innit? Because when you're getting older, your colons and your brows are getting worse.
Give you irritable bowel
do
syndrome,
it
bro.
when you've got a golden colon, mate. Don't
Golden
do
colon?
it. Aye.
Calm the fucking tits, man.
Don't do it when you're fucking shiting uncontrollably.
You don't just suddenly become incontinent.
So let's just say that the colons are intact and the sound, and they're not going anywhere anytime soon.
Aye, but the build-up's been so long, mate.
Bro,
Build-up's been so long.
What?
Yeah, after 10 years, I hope you know, that 10-year period, your arsehole's getting battered rather than just like, he only took half a shaft.
Right, I need to fucking talk about this shit. I don't get pegged, right?
Every single
Let
night.
me explain.
Every night.
Let me explain. Right? So, what happened was...
Is that why the bedroom stinks?
Yeah,
Yes,
because of his shit.
yes.
all over
That's
the
why he's
walls.
got the fan in his
He
bedroom.
doesn't have the golden
That makes
colon.
sense.
Doesn't have the
Yeah, I've got a
Golden
massive... I actually have a massive generator just to get rid of the pegging smell.
Come on, mate, explain.
So basically, mate, right? So I'm not gonna lie to you, right? I'm an extreme person, right? Extreme addiction. So if something feels nice,
You're addicted to pegging, is that what you just said?
yeah, I'm addicted to blue cheese, mate. When something's like
Bum cheese.
nice, I need more of it. So if I need
You're not helping yourself here, mate.
Yeah,
I just shut
You're not helping
do you know when you
Should we move topic now? Just to
no,
just leave it there.
no.
just needs
We're
more-
staying here. We're staying here.
just said he needs
Stay
more
in the
pegging.
moment.
Yeah, let him
He's
say his
saying the
piece.
pegging is not enough.
Let him say his piece.
Right,
Come on,
so
come on, come on.
obviously when you come, it feels nice, right? But I'm always trying to feel better. I'm always trying to go one further.
This is a sex addiction.
So
Never enough.
Right, one time I was having sex and slipped a finger in. I was like, you know what, that wasn't too bad, right? So anyway, went in, whatever. And then
Just did it.
I just did it.
Did a little swale.
Then I was like, you know what? I was pissed. I was absolutely bad. And I was like, you know what?
As in pissed off.
No, like drunk.
He was so angry. Fuck me in the bum.
It's like, I want more! This isn't enough!
Wait, now it makes sense now because you showed me your finger clippings.
Wait, man. Before we go on to this shit, I need to explain myself.
Lads, his nail clippings on his bedside table, lads.
Wait, no. Let me finish.
Lads, let me just scooch over a little bit.
Wait, so I was like, right, I'm just gonna see what happens. Try this, right? I tried it and it didn't even really go in. It didn't really go in. And I was like, I cannot do this shit. It just hurt far too much. I was like, I just can't do this shit.
That's fair.
I love that you said, I was just randomly one time pissed, as if you don't have to order it. Like, did you just get a fucking neck?
Yeah, so like, where did the strap on come from? It was
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It wasn't a strap on that went in.
What was it? A fucking...
Mate, we've seen the strap on. We've seen it.
Yeah, there is a strap
No,
on. I bought one for him as well.
That was, I ordered that and it
Wait, hang on.
Shut the fuck up, man. It's probably a fucking spit on the mic. Anyway.
You'd like that up your arse.
Maybe
It'd hurt less if it had spit on
Mate,
it.
I tried and it didn't work. I don't see
what
any...
the fuck went up your arsehole then? Go on. If you're going to give it Billy Big Bollocks,
may or may not have been a hairbrush.
you got a hairbrush. Why is that worse than actually getting a strap-on tried to... So, what's used to fucking brush hair?
No wonder it fucking hurt, mate. It's fucking spiky.
Can you talk us through
Not that fucking end. Just brushing me pubes inside.
Inside?
Giving us a feed.
No. Wait, were you on all fours, la? What, I can just imagine poor like Chloe Vardy, like, you're on all fours and she's just fucking jabbing at your arsehole with a hairbrush, or were you dick up in the air missionary and she's like trying to jab it in? Come on.
I had a bit of an arch in my back, I'm not gonna lie.
To be fair, I have seen that Instagram photo.
Which one?
The one naked one with the wonder.
That one.
You don't have to Photoshop that one now. That's not natural.
No, there was another one. He's done a few naked pics.
Yeah, so I tried, and I just couldn't do it.
The likes on them are pretty fruity as well. So obviously,
Mate, I didn't ask for these powers. Do you know what I mean?
OnlyFans, lads.
Yeah.
Maybe hairbrush. I'll just call myself the hairbrush. That'll
It's
be
actually
it.
no longer Pegger, it's hairbrush.
Shittest superhero I've ever
No,
heard.
but I'm just saying I tried it, didn't work, right? Don't know if that was because of a hairbrush.
I'm going to call you Brush Bum from now on.
Brush bum.
I think it was an experience thing, mate. I reckon.
Do you know what I look like? I look like fucking Harry Potter with a broom.
Maybe there's a gap in the market. For
Quidditch
that.
gone really wrong. The
Maybe-
Nimbus 2000 right up your right.
Maybe you need.
Going for the golden snitch.
The golden itch.
Maybe there's a gap in the market for like. Do you know how there's like couch to 5K? Maybe you need finger to strap on. Finger to strap on.
Finger to strap on.
And then it's an app that gradually tells you how to work your way up until he can deal with that.
Well, they do have
that gets advertised on every single popular tweet ever.
well, bum stretching kits.
Local bum stretch kits in your area.
The Bluetooth thing, they're like
Bluetooth. Dildos have Bluetooth these days.
What kind of Twitter are you
What
on?
does it do? Fucking play music.
literally
out of
every
it?
time there's a viral tweet, you see it. You'll see like the LED lights, and then like
I've seen the clit suckies.
that's what I mean.
Suckies.
But like obviously, like there's no, it doesn't discriminate against.
What?
What? We don't have a clitoris, mate.
Yeah.
No, I said bum, lads.
Oh,
So like obviously,
like bum sucking.
What? Sucking. What's it going to do? Suck the shit with you?
no, it's Bluetooth though. So like obviously, like it can go anywhere. It can go in your ear for all I know. Like what?
Oh,
So like
okay,
you put it in there and
okay.
it vibrates.
I love how you've read up on it.
I didn't read up on it. I just looked at the picture. It was pretty self-explanatory.
Oh, was it?
Why would you want your ear vibrated though?
I'm just saying.
Are you just saying he could just go?
You've
there?
got an ear
Yeah.
fetish? Do you have any weird fetishes?
when they're actually interesting.
To be fair, I fucked the back of someone's knee the other day. It was quite funny.
What the fuck you got? That's worse than mine. But the back of a knee?
It was
I feel like
more of an experiment.
I feel like when they
Was she like bowing?
No, you know, the leg crease there, I was just stuck in between. I was just like,
Why?
just a bit bored. I was just like,
But why?
It felt nice.
But why?
It's like a foot job.
It's like a foot job. Why didn't you just get a foot job if you wanted
I
that?
know,
feeling?
but as well, I was just vibing.
I don't feel like I can. The back of the knees enough.
Bro,
for me,
you were
like.
bent over, arched back, and had a hairbrush shoved up your ass. What do you mean? You just didn't want to put your dick in between someone's leg for a second. I wasn't fucking it like full town. I was just like, this feels quite nice. Then I had sex. Regular.
I don't think it's a fetish of mine, but I just think like turn-ons in general, just being just intellectual and like
Intellectual?
proper for yourself, like
Confidence.
switched on.
So like, do you know what the biggest turn off for me is? People that can't spell.
So
Not
you're
dyslexic.
asking them to spell like...
No,
Playing like,
like-
are you playing like
No, no,
fucking
no, no.
Scrabble with them
Like,
before?
no.
Yeah,
Do you know?
fuck
Do you know?
can't fuck you, like...
Nah, do you know people? Well, do you know people that are like in their fucking mid-20s and they can't use the right there, or people that use two
That's a
O's
turn
and
off
two?
for you.
Yeah, mate.
But
fucking,
that's a turn off
You
before
can't say
courtship.
there or there.
Huh?
They're quite annoying. Like they don't know that they're.
That's what I'm
there or
saying.
something.
Imagine being in your mid-20s and you don't know what
Yeah,
one
I-
to
I
use.
don't
agree.
think. I mean, that's a turn off, but that's like a turn off before courtship, rather than a turn off before like I'm in bed or around you and I just can't do that.
I feel like
you know,
people who are very independent though, because like obviously
as a turn
you
off.
have to be like clinging to them all day, every day.
This
It's
is-
nice to have space.
This is a new one. This is not
Especially when
a
you're a
turn-off.
gamer, especially when I'm sat at my desk all day playing COD or like playing GTA or whatever, like you can't exactly expect me to be with them
Yeah,
all
do
the
you-
time. So
Do you worry about that, like getting with someone that like your time's going away from that?
yeah, but no. I
You're
feel
also
like if
20 though.
I'm creating a balance though. I feel like
Independent
because
bad
obviously
bitch.
if I'm starting YouTube, like that's passive income. Twitch is, if you're not streaming, you're not earning.
Yeah.
Which is very, very like it plays on my mind a lot. Especially when you know it's
Is that-
hard because obviously you don't. It's all based on how generous people are,
Yeah.
and especially when Twitch, they do take quite
fat.
They
How
take
many-
fucking fat
quite a
amount.
considerable amount.
How many viewers do you normally sit on Twitch?
Well, that's the thing. It used to be about 300 average when I started off.
How did you get 300 when you started?
Well, I actually had 70, and then I started posting on my TikTok. And the way I posted it was fresh at the time, but I couldn't do it forever. So I was just saying, like, I'm live. For example, I said I was live with Cal Freezy at one point, and I was playing with him, and like got on the For You page somehow. I don't know how it did.
Just happens sometimes.
But like that's what I mean. All I said was, I'm going live.
Yeah,
And
'cause
people-
TikTok normally hates it when you promote another platform.
yeah, exactly.
Like you can't put YouTube.
So
in
I was confused.
Yeah.
But that, went up to 300, stayed at 300. I peaked at 1.6 at one point playing with Trent. And then, like, from when I got my hair shaved, I feel like if I have more hair, the more successful I am. Because as soon as I got my hair shaved, I went into a massive slump. Like, huge, like, emotional slump. Everything was just going wrong for me. And, like, then I started putting myself back up.
It's just fucking.
Sorry, obviously...
It's mental.
Have a good
because
night though.
It was just
I'm
like,
going straight to bed after
I suppose it was just probably for me. But, like, I was just in... I don't know, it's probably got nothing to do with hair, but...
What's a slump for you?
A slump, drinking every night.
Drinking, really? Like that kind of deep shit.
That was how
Do you
bad
feel
it
like that
got.
actually caused a problem?
Yeah, definitely.
Really? What was the alcohol of choice?
I think it was also the fact that like I thought that everything was set out for me because I was quite like obviously I was 19.
Uh-huh.
I'm saying it like I'm like 25 now, but what I'm saying is like I was a teenager. I thought to myself like I'd have it all set out for me. I didn't have to work or not. Like I didn't have to do any
I know
more.
that feeling.
But like now I've realised. It was actually January like the 2nd or the 1st. I think it was January the 1st. Matt HD Gamer came into my stream. Like he's never spoken to me before in my life anything. And like I thought at that point, like I looked at his content and I thought, "Bad, he's pumping it out. He's doing well. Like I've got to switch my mindset. Like, if I want to be successful, I've got to keep
Stick
the ball
at it.
rolling rather than just leave it all now. Like I feel like I've just succeeded.
So when you were 19, was that like, I don't want to say like, you were obviously grown stuff, it wasn't like entitled, but it was like, oh, it's just going to happen.
Yeah, I felt like everything was just going to be set out for me, and it wasn't.
Yeah,
It gave me a big kick up the arse, but I liked the fact that I had that slump because now I've respected like a lot of other creators as well who work very hard and make the content because it's very difficult.
That's really interesting because I feel I've had the exact same feeling when I joined XO. I was like, a little bit, I was like, right, it's just plain sailing here. Like, I just have to just like, it's just going to
Just chill,
happen.
consistent.
I'm not due with doing videos with all these people, whatever.
Yeah.
And then one day it just stopped and then I like had a little bit, it went all right. And then after about 3 months, it just went, and that was just because like, obviously just, I'd moved away, everything, and I just went in a massive slump, like what you say.
Definitely,
and it's hard to get out of that because
You think you started like doubt yourself.
Exactly.
Every single bit of content you make, it's like that's not good enough.
I feel like everyone doubts themselves though in content creation at some point.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what I probably struggle with. Like I never, and it's not. This is not like me being like, oh, this is a good thing because it's not. But I never get complacent ever because I just don't. Like I'll never think this is it. Like I think that's why a lot of YouTubers or creators are successful because they're never satisfied. They're always like, I need more, I need more, I need more. Like I've never had the point where I'm like, yep, this is fine. Like I'm always just so paranoid everything's going to come crashing down any minute.
Yeah, but that's not what we're saying. And whilst I agree with you, it's more about like whether you believe that you can continue to keep going, or whether you can, or you believe that if you set yourself a goal, like at the beginning of this year, I set myself some goals, and most days since I set those goals, I'm just like, am I going to reach those?
Yeah.
Am I going to do that?
So
I'm trying to work to
With
get that,
TikTok, you see,
same for him.
it's hard because TikTok's digestible content. It's 60 seconds or less.
Yeah.
Like people who watch videos on there and say they're people say like, oh, they're a fan of Charlie D'Amelio or whatever. Like they're not really. They just like a video of it dancing. Like that's not exactly like someone who's come on.
Bro,
Is that-
TikTok's changed the game with everything.
I feel like they
every
need.
content.
I feel like personally they need to make it available to, if they want to compete with YouTube and things like that, they've got to make like a kind of like a bar, like a, the way they've got the For You page, the following. If they make like another one where it's like 3-minute videos,
that will be the next step. But I think the other platforms as well, which is kind of, I wanted to ask you about how you find your demographics across each different platform.
They're quite similar, I think. But the thing is with TikTok, I've just learned that views are more important than followers. Followers mean nothing.
Followers mean nothing
Absolutely
on
nothing.
anything, mate.
But that's the thing, they don't mean anything. But what I'm saying is especially on TikTok, like you could have 2 million followers and get 20k views a video.
It's like with YouTube though, no one goes on the subscription feed anymore. It's just what's recommended, right? Okay, the first 9 videos, okay, nothing, refresh.
Mine just recommended notifications, I'd say.
So when
I don't click off my recommended, I go on YouTube and see the first 9 videos and I'll click what I want to see.
Subscriptions or homepage?
Homepage.
Exactly, because people are just, you can see a channel, right, with like 1 million subscribers and they might be getting like 50, 60,000 views and you're like, oh, that channel's dead. It's not dead. It's just the fact that people aren't clicking on those videos because there's more. It doesn't matter how many subscribers you have now. It literally doesn't matter. You saw with your videos, 25k, 200k, it doesn't matter. It literally nothing.
You've got people who have got 10 times the amount of subscribers as you, but then get less views. Less views. It's weird how...
validation.
But it's also weird, like, because it's about like a waterfall effect, really. Like, if your videos continue to do well, you're kind of pushed to be like, oh, I've got to be consistent with it. I've got to continue to make this content. And then you've just got to continue to
I think that about TikTok as well, though. For example, like, there's probably a TikToker out there who's got way more followers than me. But, like, if I was to go out on the street and they were to go out on the street, there's probably a high chance that they've noticed both of us.
We've spoken about this before, like, about different types of content creators and stuff. And, like, you've spoken about with an individual where... you went to somewhere and more people recognised you rather than that person, but it's because of the type of content that you make.
Is that not because I can imagine your audience just guessing?
I think people would think I'm probably a bit more memorable because I'm Scouse.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think your viewers, at least I think it would be lads, UK,
quite a few Scots, Irish.
Whereas you see, like, a lot of people might have like a really American audience, so they're not really going to get recognised.
I have no American audience at all.
So that's why
like 1%, I think it is.
Really?
1%.
That's why it might be like so like.
I reckon they hate you, like.
I don't think they hate me. They just don't know what I'm saying to hate me. So I'm actually quite safe in that respect. They can't cancel me over there.
Yeah, sometimes I get like Americans being like, I don't know what you're saying, but I love you, and I'm like, thanks.
Have you heard Scouse Trems' song?
Where he goes,
they want me nicked, they want me nicked, they want me slammed.
Yeah.
Right. That American like did a TikTok with the sound in the background saying, what the fuck is this? Is this English?
That's so funny.
But everyone was laughing in the comments because it literally is just Scouse and everyone else can understand it except them.
But that's what I think builds like an even better community because people feel like they're a part of something which people don't understand.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, that's why I think a lot of your thing comes from because, like, I just think there's a massive gap in the market for that style of, like, content, what you're doing right now, where it's kind of, it's not, it's not like PG, like, it's not, you're not scared about getting cancelled, you're not scared about, oh, I shouldn't say this, or I shouldn't say this, you're literally just having a laugh.
You know what you should be scared of, though?
What should we be scared of?
Being hit by a car.
Yeah, you should be scared of that.
You should be scared of that, to be fair,
Why
mate.
should we be scared of being hit by a car?
Because if you've not got good insurance, mate.
You know what? On GTA, bro, like, if you get hit by a car...
I've always said this, though.
You fell out your seatbelt the other day in GTA.
Oh, the seatbelts. Lads, don't talk to me about that.
Right, so, you know, if you had a car insurance provider that could have helped you during that, you know, see you through hard times...
I thought you meant in real life, to be honest. I was saying,
it's both, mate. It's both.
I'm not scared of, like, roller coasters, planes or nothing, because I've come to the conclusion, like, this is not, like, any sort of, like, down mood or anything, but, like, if it happens, it happens. Like, sort of, like, if you crash, you crash. If you there's no point worrying about it because you're going through it twice.
But you need to think ahead of yourself, mate. Like, if you do crash, what are you going to do?
If you're worrying about a roller coaster before you get on the roller coaster in the queue, you just put yourself through the experience.
What about a car, mate? Not a roller coaster.
What about a car insurance? If you had to pick a car insurance.
Nothing about roller coasters, cars.
My car actually died.
Thank you for sponsoring this, Adrian Flux.
Adrian, lads, car insurance.
Amazing.
Get on it, lad.
Anyway, thank you again to Adrian Flux for sponsoring the podcast. Without you, this would not be possible. But I want to ask you a question about sustainability of your career choice that you are currently on the path to right now.
Yeah.
Do you see yourself playing GTA, doing other kind of clips and stuff going into the future? If so, cool. But if
that's the thing.
I
I don't want to stick to one game. But it's very difficult becoming a variety streamer. It's maintaining the fan base, or not fan base. You say a fan base, but it's a viewer base. But it's the best. It's the first thing that came to mind. You need to hold them over different games. I say about Limmy. Limmy does the best. He literally takes pictures of birds and holds 2,500 viewers.
He fucking drives a truck and holds
his viewers must like support him so much to want to. But he's class, obviously he's funny, but it's madness. He's taking pictures.
It's because it's the character he's built up.
Exactly, yeah.
That's why I always say that to people like Isaac HP. Like, he's doing so well on all social medias because he's maintaining that character. I see people on TikTok where they have this character and then they don't carry it over to other social media. So it's it's not the same. Like, there was one boy, I won't say who, but he's like a proper character on TikTok. Then you go on his Instagram page and he's like, it's like, mate, what are you?
Not the same.
But it depends really though, because like,
but Instagram's more of a picture based. So like, obviously Isaac's
the hard
sort of
thing,
gap there as well. Thinking if I just post funny videos, like he literally posts like most of his TikToks.
But that's why Isaac's got such an engaged audience, because people are like, what is he like out of character?
But the thing is, it's hard to talk about that though, because like, transferring that to streaming, like you can't stream not being yourself. Like, you can do your role play stuff, fine, but then when you're logging on, you're not that character. Do you get what I mean? Whereas, say for example, meaning absolutely no disrespect to Isaac, it's I'm gonna transfer Isaac to like Michael Dapper, like man's not hot. When that like whole hype behind that thing goes, do people really care about it?
You just mentioned Lemmy, mate. Lemmy's been going for 20 years.
That's the thing though, like with Isaac, like if Isaac was to stream, you just don't, like, he could keep that character up, but could he keep it up for 3 hours, 4 hours?
No, he couldn't. That's why I didn't want to do it in the pod.
Could he though? If he was that energized enough for it, maybe,
Maybe. But where do you see you taking your content? Is it always going to be within games? Obviously, this is like, you've only been doing it like a year, like you might not even know, but
I mean, I was
kind of interested.
I mean, probably starting YouTube was basically 2 weeks ago, because I edited my own 2 videos, like the first 2 videos I did, the Midnight Chats. And obviously it was shit. I did it on the Share Factory on PlayStation. that was how bad it was. Yeah, I didn't know anything about it, but hopefully, I mean, let me just work to the 100k plaque first, and then I'll probably just take a step back and think, right, don't want to. But I just, at the end of the day, I don't want my entire viewer base or subscriber base just to want to watch GTA. Like, that would kill me inside.
But you've got like 50k followers on Twitch, and that transfers to probably be like 500k's worth on YouTube.
To be fair, it's mad because that was my goal for the end of the year.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was on congratulations.
I was on 29,000, and then ever since YouTube, it's just gone mad.
Oh, really? So it went mad in the last week, the Twitch as well? Because Twitch is, I always say to people, Twitch is the most like, TikTok followers hold the least weight and Twitch followers hold the most weight. Like, Twitch followers, like if someone has 500k on Twitch, that's like worth like 5 million on YouTube. It's incredible like how it transfers.
But I did lose. I've look, because you can see in total how many followers you've lost on Twitch.
Oh, really?
So I would have hit 55k. But I lost 10k over the period that I was bald. Yeah, that's why I hold that. That's why I hold that.
I'm not going back to Twitch. Like, I can't have it.
But no, it's gone from obviously 300 viewers to now like 1,200.
That's class.
On a GT being a bit man. So
do you get nervous doing that many?
Nah,
people?
but when you think about it, if I was to take a step back and go 1,200 people in a room, I'd think, fuck.
You have been doing this throughout the whole pandemic era. So
never met up with people. That's what I mean.
Are you looking forward to that? Do you think that's going to be something which you're going to do?
I feel like it's going to be hard for integration. So I feel like when lockdown is fully over, will the viewership drop? Will the people's interest drop? Now that's not like, I don't think I'll take it personally. I'll probably just see it as like people are going out again. But I think it'll probably flatten out again.
I don't think so.
I reckon what's going to happen is that obviously people can watch so much content right now, and I think when people go back to work and stuff, they're going to pick the best like ones that they watch. So I think if you're maintain this, people are going to pick you over other streamers, which is the same with this podcast. Like, hopefully,
it's a very dog-eat-dog world, by the way, Twitch. Very dog-eat-dog.
But the thing is, me and Cam were talking about yesterday, when things do go back to normal, creators will take a step back, so there won't be as much competition. Like, I'm sure, I don't know who compares to you on Twitch, but I know if someone who makes similar content to me streaming, my viewers will be significantly lower because, like, not to be mean to myself, but there's better people to watch. So people are like, I'm going to watch that person instead. Yeah. I'm pretty sure people would rather watch Tommy Innit scream at Minecraft than watch me scream at whatever.
Did you notice that though, when some people go offline, like my viewership increases, especially Juki's, because Juki's, it's a lot of Scousers.
Yeah.
So I've got my own kind of Scouse viewer base, but then he's got his who like COD. But when he goes offline, some of them just, trickle down over to my streaming.
I think you've tapped into like an untapped audience though. Like, not many people on Twitch that watch other people. I don't think you have the same like audience base as like I'm just meaning people like I'm Alex or like Zerka or like people like that. I feel like you've got a very like
niche.
Yeah, like you've tapped in like a northern kind of comedy kind of dry. Do you know what I mean?
Well, if you that's the thing though. You don't expect people who watch your TikToks to come in and watch a 4-hour stream, 5-hour stream, because most of them
different type of content.
No offense. They probably don't like it.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah, that's why it's hard for so many TikTokers to translate their content, because their fan base is, they're obviously following them because they like short-based
They
content.
think,
not long-based.
40-second video, very funny now. And then
So there'll be 4 hours waiting to laugh.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like they're waiting to laugh when they drop.
It's
They get the
long-form
quick,
content,
the
though.
quick kind of dopamine that they get from laughing at a video. And that's fair enough to them, but that's like what the kind of app, it's making you addicted, isn't it? So,
Well, talking about people realising you're from TikTok and stuff, you've had an altercation with Freya Nightingale, haven't you? Didn't you get
I wouldn't say an
blocked?
altercation.
But like, no, I mean, like, you had a situation.
What happened?
You got blocked, didn't you?
Nah, basically one day I was watching Ellen go live, and he was going live with Freya, so he tagged her. So I clicked on her profile and I was blocked. So I put, what the fuck, I'm blocked.
What? Do you know why?
I screenshotted it, and that's the thing. Zerka, he made 2 videos. It's like, obviously, his Reddit, his Mondays. I think it's on Monday, isn't it? Yeah. And he mentioned it in the first TikTok that I posted. Got taken down, by the way, for hate speech. I don't know why. But I basically said, like, these are the people I've been blocked by. I got blocked by Nick Merckx, and then
Isn't
Freya.
everyone blocked by him?
Lads, I don't know why he's blocked me. Like, I think he's just a bit soft sometimes. Like, I don't worry. I love him as a content creator, and but he is a bit. He needs to just go.
Bit of a wetty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't say they'll get double blocked anyway.
Yeah, I don't want to get
blocked by Nick.
But Freya, on the other hand, I had no idea, so I was kind of a bit not upset. I was
Just
kind
like,
of
what
I was
upset?
confused. I was like, I've never tweeted her ever. So
It's like, what have I done?
they were looking at like past conversations where anyone would have been involved. No one.
It could have been like a pure accident.
Maybe it's just your fucking face,
Well,
mate.
actually-
Well, how can you
No,
accidentally
he-
block someone? Maybe
he
she just
did-
thinks you're fucking
he did
ugly
say-
when you're bored.
He did say maybe when it was like a secret back then.
What?
The relationship, like it wasn't as big or whatever.
Oh, okay.
And she was private or whatever. Maybe she just blocked me because she didn't know who I was, so she didn't want me seeing the content. Maybe. Don't know though.
I
don't know.
that's
This is a conspiracy.
Yeah, it's a conspiracy, mate. Maybe
That's what he said. He said in the video maybe that was the reason why, because everything wasn't so like.
Maybe
well
she just thinks
known.
her streams are shit.
Yeah, maybe it's when they were
Maybe
bald,
maybe
mate.
Maybe
just
she was-
scared
maybe
that,
she was
like,
one of the
I'm gonna be
police
too
officers.
attractive on the timeline.
Oh, all
You
that.
think? Especially
I did
when-
say I did have a huge schlong. That was the reason why. And
Is that when she
they're gonna
unblocked
give
you?
me- She unblocked me and
She
said
was
hi.
actually
She
interested
tweeted me and
then.
said hi, so I was quite happy with it.
After the schlong comment?
She didn't follow me back though, but it's fair enough. Don't block with
but
sound.
Freya, what
Did-
the fuck, man?
What the fuck, Freya?
Freya, darling, let's have a chat.
Wait, didn't you spam her on Twitch or something?
What?
Didn't you spam her on Twitch? Like with your Twitch, you rated
Nah,
her.
I raided it.
Yeah.
For like, it was quite. That's the thing. It was quite a lot of views. I wouldn't have done it
Her
otherwise.
streams are banging at the moment.
Yeah,
as well.
but if I didn't have like 1,300 heads in there, I don't think I'd have done it because it wouldn't have meant anything. Like imagine me with like 100 viewers. I don't know if she's gonna be asked, but everyone was
R.I.P.
put, like
Me and Liz
everyone was
just like,
putting
fuck.
hashtag unblock Luke Dutch in the Twitch thing. All the mods were just fuming. They were
Oh yeah,
fuming.
yeah. But the thing is, this is
Don't be
also
so
what I
rude.
think.
And I was like, oh, for
No,
God's sake.
you as an individual, and I'm assuming like the demographic as well is very, very, very different to what Freya's demographic
Oh,
is
definitely,
gonna
definitely.
be. Where like, say for example, you're asking for someone's number or something on the game or whatever, chatting about like what your turn-offs and shit. It's very, very different to Freya's content. Freya's
No,
content is very PG.
Yeah, yeah.
More like we were speaking about like the roleplay. Your roleplay on your service is very different to the Rust roleplay she was doing, if you get what I mean. So I can understand.
I understand that. I
don't know why
suppose
she
we weren't
blocked
saying
you.
anything bad though. We weren't saying anything like inappropriate. We were just saying unblock.
I mean, we're hoping to line her up on the podcast, so maybe we'll ask her like why she
Yes,
blocked you.
please.
That could be like the full turnaround.
Because I saw, what do you feel like when you went on Zerga's video and then because I saw your fucking face
the
pop
thing.
up with a coffee or a cup
You
of
just
tea.
don't realise though how many people have actually seen my grid, especially like people.
Your
notice
what?
Face.
My grid, my smile, like
Oh, okay.
because I was obviously smiling when she unblocked me, and he put that on the next Reddit video. So a lot of people have seen this ugly trim and.
Fuck's sake.
So your trip's
But
not
at least
ugly,
I
mate.
took a win though. At least it wasn't because it was an L.
Oh, so you'd seen that? Oh, yeah, true. That is a W, to be fair.
Big
That is
dub.
that
It's
is
a big dub. It's a big dub.
Major dubs.
And Josh is on the. I'm in his good books.
You're in his
Did
good
he,
books.
did he follow you?
No, Josh didn't. No.
Oh, did Ethan?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all right. You got one of them.
Got one of them.
They'll come trickling through soon enough. Don't worry about it.
So what's happened on the roleplay now? Are you still in jail? Because I remember
He's
last
banned.
time.
Then
You're
Nah,
fully banned now.
I've joined a new server. innit?
I knew so.
So you left that one. See when they put you in jail, because they said you're in there for like 400 months. Are you actually in there for that? How long are you actually
Nah,
in there
so
for?
a month is a minute.
Ah, okay.
So
A month is a minute. Fuck me.
Lad, I kidnapped a priest. That was
Why are you laughing?
What are you laughing for?
No, at least someone
So
fucking...
look how good he is. He's talking about it. He's still I love it. Why the fuck did you kidnap a priest?
I kidnapped a priest.
What did he do? Touch a kid?
No. Not that I know of, but well, we were going to rob a bank with him and he was going to be the getaway driver. And then...
The priest. Some sort of fucking priest, him, like...
No, because, he said that's the thing, he said he smuggled drugs for the IRA, apparently, or guns for the IRA, one of the two. So we thought, this is perfect. Like,
it's my kind of priest, like.
We can basically just, like, kind of coerce him into just doing what we want.
So what happens, like, do you, like, repent for your sins after you do it?
Well, he was saying, like, Father, we were doing all our prayers and that. And anyway, he got in the back of he got shot because he was taking the piss out of Alex. And then he snitched on us to the police, and then the police came after us. So
this is one very untrustworthy priest.
So he
lied to God and
so
lied
he
to his
sent us
mate.
to prison first, and they came out of prison. I shot him, went to prison again.
For how long?
Not that long, actually.
Really?
I got more time in jail for asking for a bird snap than I did actually killing a priest. So it's...
That's because you were chatting back to
That's
him.
the law, man. It's
The thing is, at least it kind of like transgresses like to the actual law in real life. It doesn't really quite make sense for how long people...
Oh, yeah,
in
it's a
jail.
perfect description of the law.
Is this priest got a chapel? Like,
I shot him outside the chapel. I took him there to apologise for my sins, and then I just pulled a musket out on him and just popped
A
him.
musket as well.
Yeah, I made sure it was royal.
Very biblical.
But why outside the chapel? Could you not took him, like, away from his, like, worship place?
That was the point.
I think the point is, it's literally just like get mudded in your
Embarrassment
in
in
your
front of his
workplace.
gods.
Yeah.
And now we're sound though. So
What did God say?
You sound after you... Oh, right, okay.
Is there a God on the server? Or is it
We call the gods the admins, which are like usually the solicitors and the lawyers.
Interesting.
Oh, is that what they meant by a solicitor? They meant an admin,
basically,
to come go.
Because then they can decide whether what you did was wrong or not. But it's like still in the role.
Oh, they're like the overlords.
We call them the gods. Though.
What do they do? Are they like untouchable in the game, or are they just there? Do they fly, or do they just literally just?
I mean, they're not
jump
really,
on Discord
they
and be
kind
like,
of
you
they
fucked
kind
it.
of get in the game when like something goes wrong. So there's no solicitors available until there's a crime committed.
So as soon as someone asks for a lass's Snapchat, they just come like coming down.
I don't know why I did in the first place.
Can we deep that Luke's just asked someone for a Snapchat? Someone somewhere in the world is probably just been sitting in bed just doing something. They've just got a message on Discord saying, "Hey, we need you on Grand Theft Auto." Someone's asked for someone's snap. All right, I'll log on.
The thing is, he was watching the stream, so he kind of backed the roleplay.
Oh, okay.
That's when I said the police officer touched me.
You kind of corrupted.
And I got out of it.
What, could the police officer touch you?
Yeah,
So
I had no
what-
pants on.
Yeah. That guy was taking it a bit serious.
Undies, lads, I had undies, the pink.
How old are you in the game? Got an age?
It depends who you talk to. Obviously, you can use your age to your advantage.
Do you
Like with a priest, you can just pretend you're younger.
Yeah.
Well, no,
Do you think
probably
that'll get you away?
older would be better.
Why?
But then you got his good side and you can be closer.
If you're younger, then you could actually literally get quite close.
Yeah.
The whole point is to keep them at a distance, though. To be honest.
I'll keep it. Oh,
No, but do you
To
not
be
want to
fair,
keep your enemies closer?
Before we left the city that we're moving to, we moved to Manchester instead. A Manchester roleplay. We actually shared the kiss on a pier.
Oh, by the way, what are the
So the
maps
kiss on a
like?
pier.
To Oasis.
Lewis just
Being a
missed
priest,
that.
yeah.
What are the maps like? Like, is it a different map every time?
Nah, we just pretend it's Manchester.
Oh, so it's not.
I was like, why the fuck are the palm trees in the UK, man? What the fuck's going on?
Just beach in Wigan.
Just chilling in St Anne's Square. Just
Yeah.
like,
It's a bit mad, like.
Yeah, it seems fun. I really think I really need to get on it because I feel like it's just.
Can you imagine going and fucking... Sorry, I've just cut you off there. Go.
No,
Sorry.
no, it's okay.
I was going to say, can you imagine going to fucking Wigan and just seeing the Empire State Building?
Like, sometimes it doesn't make sense, but I think that's what adds to the comedic value of it. Like,
Yeah.
people are pretending they're in, St. Helens when they're not.
Yeah, that's fucking...
But it's just like it was it's whole like the Discord admin vibe as well. Like when you were asking her for like the Snapchat, and then he's like, "Ma'am, are you okay? Ma'am, are you
That
okay?"
proper white knight behaviour. Yeah.
What? Why?
I really want to be a policeman now.
Validation.
Yeah.
What? So you can.
No, so I can really mud the whole
Did
system.
you see that girl on TikTok who was like a police officer and like someone went, "Oh, you're fit, you."
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah.
Is that in real life? Or do you-
Yeah, and she was like proper embarrassed, but like she kind of just like skipped away.
Was she actually
She's a police officer,
Was the
for fuck's
police
sake.
officer skipped away to shoot him?
She skipped. She's like 5'1", I think, but she looked like she was skipping. Maybe she was just walking. She was just short.
Like hobbling type.
Yeah.
Low person.
But I need to get on this GTA server shit.
Well, you need to get a better computer, like.
I think everyone.
Oh,
I don't know. Hopefully,
might do.
I don't think it'll die off that quickly because obviously there's always new content. It's
Well, as long as it's a good server.
like
then
Fall
it's-
Guys, for example. Like that was pretty.
There's only so much you could do with
That
that.
was
though,
bad.
like.
Yeah, but GTA's been around for 8 years. I don't think that's going anytime soon.
But isn't GTA 6 supposed to be coming out next year?
Yeah, I think it's a
Next
good lead
year?
up. I
Is
think
it
it's a great
fucking-
lead up.
So this year? What?
I'd say 2 years time, maybe.
2.
Is it? There's not even been any leaks, mate.
Well, the thing is though, Red Dead Redemption, tongue twister there.
Oh, Red Dead's brilliant. I love it.
But why would they bring out GTA when they've just brought out that game?
Yeah.
They rinsed GTA 5 for what? 8 years.
How can a game
You
be
think
going
they're
on
not going
for
to
8
rinse Red
years?
Dead?
How the fuck can GTA?
Well, there's
be going
roleplay on Red Dead as well.
Oh, that'd be really funny.
I think that'd be funny. I might
That'd
get
be
on that,
really
to be honest.
That'd be funny.
I think Red Dead's better just because it's like a smoother game and it's a better game because obviously it's newer. But Red Dead 2 is fucking brilliant. So roleplay.
It
on that would
reminds
be
me a bit
fucking
of
hilarious.
Assassin's Creed 3 when like you're in the wilderness and that, like the way you
Oh
interact with
yeah,
animals and
Assassin's
things.
Creed 3. What a game!
Nah, it's
You
a
play
black.
multiplayer on that?
Well, on Red Dead 2.
No, on Assassin's Creed. Imagine
Nah.
Assassin's Creed roleplay.
It's
Oh, Harry Potter is supposed to have a fucking game.
I've seen that. I've seen
That's
that
this
game.
year or is it next year?
Next year, I think.
imagine
next
the
year.
fucking
Next year.
roleplay. Well, people
No, but
do
that's
that.
the whole thing.
No, because you can create your own character.
Yeah,
and, like,
yeah,
their own
yeah.
spells, their own
but I mean, people
weaknesses.
do that anyway on like VR chat. There's like fake Hogwarts and that, and people walk around.
Oh,
pretending to
no.
be-
Talking about that,
Hey, imagine VR Harry Potter. You walk into someone's room and they're just swinging shit around the fucking
It's
room.
so
like-
funny.
Oh
So
my
funny.
didn't
God.
someone come? I swear it was on TikTok the other day. Like Harry Potter basically could have been the best Quidditch star ever, and he decided not to, just to chase a bald cunt.
Well, how could he have been the best ever?
Because he was the best ever.
It was best.
He was fucking sick at Quidditch.
But we
He
only
was like Project Mbappe but on the brooms.
No, but we only saw a certain amount of games. We didn't see all the games of the season.
we saw the games that mattered, mate.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like it was basically just a highlight reel. But Harry Potter was the most featured on the highlight reel.
True. But what you saying?
he
What you
just
saying about
said- so
Allier? About Allier, you thought he was the best player, but it's just because you saw the clips. You didn't see all the other clips.
Perspectives, everything, mate.
No, but didn't he play in the World Cup? Harry Potter.
I think he did play.
Like,
in
he
that
did. He
last
played.
year.
He played
I think
against
he
like
did.
the Bulgarian guys and stuff, and he
He shot
seen
on him.
it.
He shot on him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he shot on
And
him.
he was specky as well. Like, he didn't have the best eyesight.
He literally didn't even need his eyesight. That's how good his vision was. Like, in
Harry
the game.
Potter wasn't on it, was he? Like he could have been the best Quidditch
Bro,
player.
he
Hermione.
could have absolutely battered the pum, and he
He
didn't.
was kind of like Ravel Morrison, didn't he? He got took away by the
He was
lifestyle.
nothing like Ravel Morrison. He was not a driller. Like,
No, but he got took away by. Well, Harry Potter was a fucking driller.
Sam
think
Allardyce
Harry Potter
told
was a
I think
driller.
he was a.
You
No,
think
he
Harry
was,
Potter was a driller?
He literally got fucking killed and came back from life.
Yeah, that's been.
I feel like if I was to match, I'd feel like come back to Driller. If you were to match someone like Isaac HP with someone in the fucking film, I'd say it was Neville Longbottom.
Yeah. Probs.
But to be fair, Neville turned fucking hot at the end, didn't he?
That's what I mean. That's what I mean.
Glow up, like, it fucking
yeah,
glow.
yeah.
Imagine that for the first movie, like how little fat and dweeby he was when he just got like petrificus totalis or whatever.
That's probably why he
But you
fucking
think about
ended
it
up
now,
like that.
you
He
think
was
about it now, though.
Mate, the cunt was on the fucking running machine since Philosopher's Stone. He didn't fucking come off it. No wonder he fucking looked like that.
I reckon he was on a big cocaine diet. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, they always do
It
that
was
for films,
literally
though.
one movie. Yeah, just
Like,
mash a load of coke.
How do you expect? I swear, the Captain America one, the first ever one.
What do you think of Draco Malfoy?
Well, that was
That
different.
fetish
Like,
film
Tom-
is so weird.
Tom Felton. Have you had a voice?
No, have you seen
seen
like
it?
all the videos? Like, are people just like obsessing over him? Like,
Yeah, on TikTok. It's
But you
massive.
feel like that came out in the last year or so. Like,
Yeah,
when was the
it
last
does.
Harry Potter movie?
Mate, no, it was TikTok. TikTok, mate.
Yeah, but when was the last Harry Potter movie? Like what?
6
Yeah,
years
but
ago.
it's just,
Like-
just everything comes back on TikTok,
Yeah, I
mate,
know,
because they
but-
reminisce.
Yeah, but even still, I just found it so strange. Like that's literally him 6 years ago as well. Like, it's
If
not
you had a
even him now.
chance,
Yeah.
if you had a chance to send Draco Malfoy a voice note, what would you do?
Not sending one.
Well,
Oh, unlucky, get fucked.
Yeah, get fucked.
I sent him a voice note, like to his actual phone number.
But you actually send them in real
Yeah,
life,
yeah.
saying what?
Go on, Lewis, do the whole body.
I'd probably send one to like Ron or something like I just don't know about Draco.
I had Abby Roberts on my series, and we had a thing where we had to text someone another person's phone, and she had Draco Malfoy on her phone, so I sent him a voice note screaming Potter.
No. So Luke knows what he did.
Everything you could have said.
Oh
yeah,
no,
you
because
just said Potter.
I was so drunk. It was either it came down to final three. It was either Addison Rae, James Charles, or Draco Malfoy.
What a fine
Lads.
book, by the way.
And
Not gonna lie,
chose
yeah,
Draco
you
Malfoy.
chose Draco over Addison Rae, lad.
They told me to.
You fucking
Mate,
idiot.
I've got a girlfriend. What am I going to say to Addison Rae?
Well, you basically say to your
you've
bird,
got
you
a-
say, listen, it's
No,
Addison Rae.
I said
I reckon she'd
no,
respect it, to be honest with you.
I said do James Charles, but you said Draco Malfoy was funnier.
No, I wanted James
I
Charles.
would
but they
have
said,
sent one to James Charles going, hey, sister.
no, I was going to say that I've probably got like a massive crush on him or something like that. But then they
We
were
did a
saying
podcast with him. He
Draco.
didn't stop talking about.
But they were saying Draco Malfoy
would
would be.
be.
But
All
lad,
of you said
Addison
that.
Rae, listen to your voice. Think about it.
That doesn't bother me. She's a bit. It's Addison Rae, mate. It's just-
I thought you were
Addison
she was
Rae?
overrated then.
Go on. Can you just tell Luke what you said? Like, just the whole thing.
I just said.
Go on, do it. Get in character. Get in character. It's role play.
No, it was so cringy because at
Yeah,
the time
it is
it
cringy,
seemed.
but it's great.
I was so drunk that it seemed really funny, but it wasn't funny at all. I just went.
It's one of them like you have to be
I
there
went,
moments.
Hi there, Tom. Just wanted to let you know. And then I went, "You're a filthy mudblood Potter."
You were pretending to.
That was it.
You were pretending to be Abby's manager.
Yeah.
I'm guessing he blanked that one. Like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he blanked it. So if it was James Charles or Addison Rae, they probably would have responded straight away.
Yeah.
But then They all thought, for some reason, when I was like, should I just send him a voice note saying Potter? Everyone was like, fucking do that. That's so unfunny that it's funny. Because imagine how much that cunt probably gets at.
He wasn't going to send it. I just walked onto the set and
That's
just
what I mean. Like
as well.
they've all done those films, and like
But
no
mate,
matter what other film they're in, they'll
Bro,
always be,
imagine
that's-
any of that
that's
set
Draco.
going to the club as well. Oh my god! it'd be
Imagine
fucking
saying
awesome.
together.
Huh?
Yeah, but
Together, yeah.
No, yeah, just a whole set, just rock it up.
I'm hoping for 10 years time, like the children of the who was it? Our children, Harry and Ginny.
Harry and
They-
Ginny,
like,
like,
I want to see
the
like a
sequel.
but like I want to make sure they do it right, like Star Wars.
Oh
would
yeah,
just
but you know how like Game of Thrones didn't do it right because it had to rush it. It has to be done right.
properly.
You get what I mean?
Like
yeah.
take as long as you need.
100%.
Yeah, but then
Sick of it.
But imagine being poor Draco Malfoy 10 years ago saying Potter, and then 10 years later down the line you're just sitting there relaxed, you've got your family, you're settled down in America, then you get a fucking voice note from some Scottish cunt going, you filthy mudblood
I feel
Potter.
like if Draco Malfoy just didn't give into peer pressure, it'd be sound on the film.
Yeah, it was a bit of a
Everyone
weight in the film.
would have
wasn't
liked him, but he just gave into peer pressure a bit too much.
it? Yeah, I
Proper
think
mummy boy.
he had like daddy issues. It was a fair few things that were going wrong. It was a poor.
You can
It
reminisce.
was, but yeah, I can relate. It was
Trying to impress your dads.
yeah,
Going to the
just
dark side.
Not too great. Yeah, but also in the same video, Lewis had to give his phone to Abby. Do you want to tell Luke about that?
Who'd you have in your
That wasn't really funny. She
That was quite funny with the reaction
She
after.
had to. Oh, the reaction was
Yes,
funny.
that was very
So
funny.
she texted. I had an old sugar daddy.
Yeah.
Why are you laughing? Are you not laughing?
Why are you laughing?
Why are you laughing?
He's literally like this.
Wait, no, he's just
He's a scout against me, innit? Yeah. Continue, Lewis.
Carry
It's
on.
not funny. He
How much did? Wait. Oh, wait.
He used to buy me stuff from my Amazon wish list. Do you know what he'd want in return? What would he want in return? Have a guess.
Hairbrush, no.
Hairbrush. Yeah,
Yeah, you want to
hairbrush.
fuck off with that shit.
He wanted to use hairbrush. No, he would want pictures of me in tracky bottoms.
Tracky bottoms.
But not just any specific tracky bottoms. Had to be Adidas. Had to be. If it wasn't Adidas, that wasn't.
Anyway,
Their brand now, by the way.
yeah.
Didn't want anything sexual. Just wanted pictures of me just standing
Anyway.
there like this.
What did she say?
That's what I mean. Pay pigs as well, man. Like they literally pay girls for existing. It's madness.
It's
And then,
mental.
so Abby just said, like, I think she said, hey, Daddy, know it's been a while. Call me later. I'll make it worth your while, winky face. And then, obviously, she sent it. And then the next day replied saying, please block my number and leave me alone. And I
So
thought,
she chalked. Well, you better be asking for a bag off.
well, no, I've not messaged him in like 6 months. So I was like,
I just
pretty dope though, isn't it?
imagine that. Yeah, but imagine that though. Like, I just creased when I saw that response because I was like, "What did you do to just suddenly just have that response?"
he's very sensitive. He's a very sensitive man. I know him. Very sensitive.
Have you met him before?
No,
I hope
pal.
not.
Yeah, fucking no.
What should you wear?
Who would you
Adidas
distract
pants.
him?
Tracky bottoms, lad.
I did his fucking pants and everything. Nah, but that's who she texts. But no, if I could do it again, I think the Draco thing was pretty funny just because it's Draco Malfoy. But I wish I could have maybe said something to James Charles, but I harassed that man enough, so I felt bad.
Not as much as harass Wayne.
Yeah, very true.
Wayne Lineker.
Very true.
Wayne Lineker.
Let's
You
not.
know, Charlie did actually shave his head just because we kept calling him Wayne Lineker. It was actually quite upsetting. You've drove this man to madness. Look at him. Look what you have done to him. We've broke him. We've broke him. We've
Anyway,
grinded him
it's
down
alright.
into little bones. But Wayne Lineker, we'd love you on the podcast. He's just a meme,
Yes,
isn't he?
Wayne, lads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think of him? You like him?
I think he's a bit of a bad cat, honestly, but
Bad cat. What does that mean?
just a bad cat.
Bit of a dodgy character.
But yeah, but he can switch up his ways, innit?
Well, you think there's a redemption for
Like,
him?
run the club, but just don't be in the club when you run it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
Watch from
Ghost from
afar.
Power.
Not hard, like,
You think
Be a solicitor.
You think he should be like Ghost
You
from
know?
Power, pretty much. Like,
So kind of like when you got...
he should just chill out, lads. He's 55. Like, what's he doing?
But
Pushing
I
beers into
don't
the
wait.
pool and picking what. Lads,
he's trying to be like a
but
Dan
it's a madness.
Bilzerian kind of thing.
Like, I find him funny, but like, it's just mad what he's doing.
in a
Like,
way-
look at the difference between his brother and him.
Yeah, that,
Hosting match of the day, respectable. Like, this guy's just off his head.
But do you not see that as like a correlation that he's trying to outshine his brother by doing anything that can kind of get the attention?
Yeah, it's definitely. Is he Gary's older brother?
Yeah.
Yes, that's a bit peak.
he's
isn't
old.
it?
He's older than Gary.
Yeah,
pretty sure.
I think he's older, but that's a bit peak.
I
Though,
wonder
like,
if Gary's ever been to
Social
Ocean
Club.
Beach.
Huh?
Ocean Beach.
Gary's
Oh, yeah,
definitely
100%
been at
he's
Ocean
been
Beach.
there, like 100%. come on.
Definitely.
Do you reckon?
Oh, he'd get the middle table, mate. He'd be sitting there and everyone would be like, ah.
Can you remember when he done Match of the Day and he's boxers and he was just fucking
Dude,
ripped?
That was so fucking iconic.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if we actually went to Ocean Beach and we were like banned? Like we went in there and they're like, we know you. You're kind of not welcome here. And we're
Antisocial,
sitting
yeah.
there like this.
Just shaking. I'm just like, I've grown my hair back for this, Wayne.
We'd not fit in at Ocean Beach.
I know, but it will be iconic. Imagine
Oh,
all
you'd
three of
fit
us.
in. You'd fit in.
Bruv.
Bruv.
What do you mean I fit in at Ocean Beach?
Maybe
I
Have
can,
you
I
seen
can
the
just
people that
imagine
go
you with
Ocean
a
Beach?
floral shirt
Bro,
and buttons.
I could wear a floral
Wait,
shirt
what
and I
team
still
does
not
Wayne
fit in.
support?
I don't know. It's a good question, actually.
What-
Oh, shit.
does Wayne
That was
support?
Leicester. That's why he wore the boxes.
Yeah,
He's a
Leicester.
Leicester fan, isn't he? Because he wore
Not Gary, Wayne.
Oh, Wayne. Oh, shit.
It'd be Leicester as well, I think.
It must be Leicester.
And it'd probably be one of the under 12 teams too.
Right. Okay.
Wait,
no,
Leicester under 12.
no. Yeah, Wayne,
Swiftly moving
please
on.
come on the podcast. Yeah, you're a nonce. Fantastic. That's a great way to get.
I want to hear his
Under
life
12s.
story. Life story.
Yeah, I am
wanna hear his
interested.
life story.
I want to ask you a question about your YouTube journey. You set a goal for yourself by March 2022 to hit 100k, right?
100K.
So where are you at right now?
33, I think.
33.
Which is
It's
it's
easily
respectable.
attainable. I reckon you could do
I
it
think
by
it is.
the end of this year, mate.
I'm saying
Easy by the end of
50
this-
by like maybe August. That's like
on,
that's a respectable goal.
Yeah.
If I keep pumping out content as quickly as I'm doing.
And do you see yourself prioritizing Twitch always, or is it going to be more of like you can just... Have you heard of a guy called Varsity Gaming?
Be 50-50, I'd say.
50-50. Have you heard of a guy called Varsity Gaming?
I've probably seen his vid. Like,
So he plays a game called like Rainbow Six Siege. That's like my favorite game. But when you can watch his streams, you can then go on and watch like the clips and stuff, whatever that comes in, and then he plays off stream as well and creates like YouTube original content.
That's what I
as
mean.
well.
Like people don't realize how much you have to work off stream as well.
So much.
Because it's not just like they can edit the video, go away and do it. It's like I've got to watch the video, I've got to look and see if it's like what I like. If not, we've got to change it. I've got to get a few clips for the TikTok as well. So we've got to pick the best bits out of that YouTube video, promote the YouTube video that way. Make sure you've got all your socials ready to go. And it's just it's a lot more stressful than I thought. That's why I probably keep it 50-50 for now. But YouTube's the way. Obviously, it's passive income.
Have you got a team behind you?
Sort of.
By that you mean Discord mods.
No, I just an editor.
You've got a fucking army of Discord
no,
admins.
well, no, they're just mods in the chat. But like, so no one's really a mod in the Discord.
No, because I joined your Discord and he was in a call and there was about 10 other folk just in there. I was like, fuck me, he's got the final boss of Discord mods.
That's the thing though. It's such a sick community. Like people are just chilling there all day, every day. Like different people, obviously, but there's obviously so many channels. I just think it's nice though that I brought some people together. So
I love the Twitch community.
but I go in there every night usually and just chill with them. You know, my editors come in sometimes and just tell me like what's what. I drag them into different call. Obviously, it's a bit hectic when there's like 10 heads in a Discord. So if you basically as a gaff. But not really, I wouldn't say it's a solidified team. I said I was getting that new thumbnail editor. I mean, they don't realise like how much goes into it though. I didn't think I'd be paying money for a thumbnail like that. Obviously, you got to respect people's work. Like, I understand it's a lot of money but for someone like me, coming up in the scene, it's a big investment to get something back.
I love the GTA thumbnail. It's so cursed. I can't stop looking at it. Like you as a GTA character, it just looks so cursed to me.
Yeah, I looked ugly in one of them, so I had to get taken off and then redone. I look like a pumpkin.
Like a pumpkin.
A pumpkin.
Yeah,
You have got a very pumpkin-y face.
You've got very rosy cheeks.
I bet you fucking love Halloween.
Potato smiley, that's what I say.
Potato smiley.
I see it. It's like
McCain of that.
But the thing is, I thought I'd grow out of it, but I don't. I haven't, and I never will.
see like a lanky
chubby
loose
cheeks.
Capaldi, pretty much.
Yeah, like I'm slumped in my chair right now, but I don't think people know, yeah. It's good, I'll keep it this way.
I think that's a good way of taking the audio only, with the potato smiley face, do you think?
Potato smiley.
People
face.
think that I'm literally like 5'9" though. Or like
You are
5'8".
5'9".
Yeah, I actually am, yeah. But like people don't expect me, like obviously they see me behind the screen. That's
I'm
it.
fucked like in this
wait.
podcast. Like I came out my bedroom this morning. I'm the shortest and I'm the only southerner as well. I've been just
and he's
completely
the only one with
clotted.
no hair.
Oh yeah, before we go into audio only, I just want to say Liverpool's not north, man.
Oh, bro.
Oh,
fucking north, man.
Bro, come on.
What do you mean?
No, don't come on. Do you think it's the north or not?
Yeah.
Thank
Because
you.
Manchester's the north. So if Manchester's the north and it's on level with Liverpool, Liverpool's the north. It's just
What is your
northwest.
geography? We got battered in the comments the other week for you said something about Leicester.
Oh, that was my fault. Yeah,
it was
my
your fault. But if you,
For some
Right.
reason,
I get.
What do you mean
I
it's
was-
not north?
I was going by train times.
I don't understand
Since
the-
it was like an hour away from London, I was like, oh, it must not be that far away.
I
but
get.
it was.
It's because when I think of north, because Newcastle's like closer to Scotland than it is to like Manchester and stuff. I just think like I include Scotland in it, so I just look halfway in Scotland and England, and like halfway Liverpool and Manchester on the bottom.
Birmingham's
the middle.
Is the middle. That's Midlands area.
I always, as a Scottish person, I always find it funny that people argue about like what's north and what's south. I find that really funny because
It's funny because you can't go any more north than
We've
Scotland.
had this discussion before. Like,
No, but I mean in Scotland, it's
north
not
versus the south. Honestly, I reckon we batter the south.
Oh mate, there's not even a question. If Manchester and Liverpool are in the north team, you are fucked.
Yeah.
You are fucked. But Surrey, you think Surrey's gonna batter Manchester?
Fucking London and it's vintage clothing. That you're getting clobbered.
There's literally vintage clothing shops all over Manchester as well.
Nah, but it's
you know
mostly
what?
down. It's mostly down south.
No, I'm not having this. I'm not having this.
No, bro, but like,
no, because you know what it is that how like you know what it is.
You've got like all the people down south got like skateboards to the advantage. Like there's a weapon.
Oh
of
yeah,
choice.
because that's what it is. You know what it is though for the north. It's small man syndrome. Like the south don't give a fuck about the north, but the north are so like.
Yeah,
I disagree. Actually, I disagree.
Nah, no, we don't care about you.
I know
Like,
that's exactly why the south don't care about the north, so the north get nothing.
I love this. I love that.
So that's what it is. That's so much anger that comes from it. So you're just like, oh, we fucking batter you. Bro, we're like, all right, well, cool.
That's why people say that. That's why people say the term "Scouse not English."
Scouse not English. Look,
people use that term on a consistent basis.
There you go.
I loved it how London was in tier 2 in that place, but it's in Newcastle and everywhere is tier 3. No reason for London to be in that, but because it's in the south. That's the only reason.
Oh, and you're really, really sad about that, aren't you? Because you're so northern now because you live in London.
No, but I'm saying.
Oh god, where's the violin? You know what? I'm going to buy a violin off Amazon. I feel like we need to have one just on.
I feel like the tennis umpire right now. I'm just sitting here above everyone else, like argue about north and south.
Solicitor.
We're in Scotland. How many cities does Scotland have? 4? 5?
4 cities in Scotland.
Yeah, we've got Glasgow, Edinburgh, Inverness, Dundee, Aberdeen.
That's all you've got.
I love the way you just put that out there just to show how intellectual.
I say that's all we've got.
It's like fucking Brendan off Coach Street.
Mate, I'm not even from a city. I'm from a town. Maybe we used to be the city. We used to be the capital city of Scotland, and they take it away from us because they're like.
I think after watching Outlander, I've realised how much Scotland have been fucked. Like, they got fucked.
We've been fucking shafted.
fucking mudded that whole shit.
There was no reason for the English to come that north of the country. Like, what is up here for you? It's nothing. Just fuck off.
We just wanted to oppress, bro. We just wanted to oppress. Just like the north.
Well, you've seen it with fucking the British Empire. Nothing was ever enough. How many fucking countries did Britain own at one point?
Quite a lot.
Fuck it,
I think it was fucking all weird, to be honest.
There's countries in fucking Asia that we owned. Like, what's the name?
I'm not gonna lie,
We've
we always took the biggest L in history when you think about it. Like, how many have we lost and we've been reduced to a small island that's like half the size of Texas?
It's like losing subscribers, isn't it?
It's literally like Britain got cancelled. We did though. We got
back in like the
we got down from owning the world. Yes,
I don't even think we're an economic superpower anymore.
Everyone just what's the main thing that Americans say? You lost you lost your tea or whatever. What was it? What happened about the tea?
Knows,
but he tipped it into the Boston Tea Party, innit?
Yeah. But they love that. The Americans are the same way as the Americans to the English are the same way as what the North are to the South.
Yeah, the South have that, but we have like that. We take the piss out the South, whereas Americans take the piss out of Oliver. Is that right?
Yeah, very much. Because like the thing is, I also don't really give a shit about America. Like.
I love how we all
do, but I don't at the same time. I think like it influences a lot of young people though, because obviously a lot of telly is American.
Like, yeah, for sure. Like, I love the country, but their kids are still getting shot at school. So like, what have I got to be jealous about?
Right. What I find interesting as a Scottish person though is even though we dislike like other places, like just laugh, like haha, shitehole, but we don't actually hate it. Like when Scotland comes together, they really unify, and we're like Scottish. Whereas I feel like England just hate other places in England.
But like the Battle of the Roses,
you just couldn't think of like anything worse than like. Unifying together, you fucking hate.
What I think's funny though is that fucking like, so you say like Scouse not English, but then if like Scotland takes the piss out of England, everyone will be like, oh well, we're English. But then if like America takes the piss out of the UK, like Scotland, England, well, oh well, we're British. Like everyone joins together,
and then London's just there, just been like,
I think
what the fuck's wrong with everyone?
One of the maddest thing is, I could imagine being American and like rocking the American flag with pride, but I could never imagine rolling around, with like an English flag and that.
I can think
but then you feel racist.
But that's what you feel like though. You feel like when you like.
If I walk around with the like St George's flag on there, like especially looking like now, like, I'm fucking mudded. I look like I hate anyone that's not of this skin colour.
Yeah. But that's mad, like how that's become like the the view.
Or
we've got.
patriotism then becomes
Yeah,
racist. But the
yeah.
thing is, I think the most patriotic people are probably the most stupid and racist, which is kind of like you get that kind of like stigma. There's nothing wrong with being proud of your country, like nothing at all.
Yeah.
But the people who do wear the England t-shirts to the pub like in winter are people
odd.
who
No, but
don't like.
Unless it's a retro shirt.
Like I
Unless
feel
it's a
like
retro shirt,
I feel
then
like
it's okay.
Scottish
Vintage
people
one,
are
vintage.
they're
Down
really
Fuck off, like.
they're really proud to be Scottish, but I feel like English people just hate to be English.
I don't know. Being proud of being Scottish isn't racist, mate. It's just if you're proud of being English.
No, that's what that's what I'm saying. I find
Yeah.
English people just hate to associate. Like,
Bro, if people rock up to a club in like a Nigeria shirt or a Ghana shirt or a Scottish shirt or whatever, I'm like, yeah, cool. Don't know why you're wearing a football shirt
Liverpool
to
has
the
a
club,
certain like style for nights out as well. It's
Really?
compared to the rest of the country.
but-
What
What's
does it
that?
say?
Football shirts and Astros.
I mean, that's the thing though. You do actually see people wear football shirts on nights out and that. Like,
Really?
Nothing against that. at all.
5-a-side at 8.
But like, I don't know if a bird's going to come over to you if you're wearing a footy shirt.
are they not strict about who gets in?
If it's a retro shirt, though,
Well, there's
it's
certain things you
possible.
can't wear. I don't think you can wear like certain webs in Liverpool. But like usually it's just a standard, like a pair of Valentinos or something.
Oh, like Spicer?
Are you into like Missoni? Have you ever seen a Missoni top?
Yeah.
No.
Like the striped.
I have.
It looks like tie-dye, but it's not tie-dye. It's like it's definitely not tie-dye.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it quite spicy?
Oh,
I mean, like the
actually,
zigzag thing.
I think
Yeah,
the
zigzaggy.
Spicer kind of thing is
But
more of like that becomes more
That sort of style,
acceptable
like
as drip.
just nice pair of navy jeans. But like down south, you could literally roll up with like Adidas, like
You know
white
what?
socks over your jeans, and you just get in. It's like that wouldn't. I don't think.
Yeah.
You know what it is actually. I think where the whole crux of it. I think that London is so multicultural. Like, say for example, I live with two people who are from the north. I don't really care. If I go up north, it becomes like a lot less cultured. So for me, I don't actually see London and like i.e. the south as like I'm a southerner. I'm proud of being a southerner. Do you get what I mean? Like, it's not
But,
really that culture.
yeah.
Like, when I went to school, you've got people from all different kind of cultures. So it's not really like, I'm a southerner.
Yeah, we heard about what you used to do at lunchtime.
Hey, do you think this is weird? Yeah, like when I was at school, yeah,
It's funny.
we used to play like there were worse words for it, but it was whites versus minors. So it was like the white-
Minorities, not
yeah, not
people
kids.
under
But there were
age.
minors that were at
But it
school.
was
Yeah,
like,
either or,
say
I
for
think it's just
example,
as bad, yeah.
it'll be us white boys versus like people who are like from Jamaican heritage, Asian.
Like a footy match or something.
Yeah.
Not
No,
a fight.
not a fucking brawl.
Yeah, I was going to say
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a fight. It's a bit of a handicap, like because you are a minority. So
No, but the thing is, in my school, it wasn't really a minority. It was literally quite
50-50.
It's quite even. Yeah, like
fair enough.
But
I mean, that
do
is
you think that's bad?
I mean,
It's not bad,
In
it's-
today's world,
It's not PC.
I mean, I don't think if you deep it, then well, obviously you were kids. I don't think it's that big of.
But if
I don't know.
everyone's fine with it, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no one's
as long
I
offended.
feel as long as
none of us identified as a different race.
Like, I
either,
just
so
find that
it's
funny.
kind
Like,
of
if
alright.
my school did that, it'd be like 1,600 people versus 3.
One. Yeah, that's what I mean when I say we're so multicultural. Like, it's all right.
Yeah.
If you played a football game, all of you lads versus that one poor black French guy in your year, he's fucked. Like what?
You haven't seen his kick-ups, mate.
Yeah, he could have been like Neymar. I don't know. He literally could have been the envisioning of Project Mbappe. Anyway, I feel like this is probably a good way
Yeah.
for us to end to go to the audio only on my topic of
Thank you
racist.
very much for listening, people.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Please,
Shout out Adrian.
Luke, yeah, shout out
Yes,
Adrian.
Adrian.
Yes, Adrian, lad.
Luke, what would you like to plug? Anything? Twitch,
OnlyFans.
YouTube.
We'll leave his links in the
Probably just the
description
Instagram because I'm ugly, so I need some support.
Yes,
On
what is the Instagram?
Some
Just Luke
DMs.
Dutch.
Just Luke Dutch. Go and
Dutch.
follow Luke Dutch on Instagram.
Thanks.
Dutch.
Thank you very much for listening, everybody. We're going to go in the audio-only version of the podcast, so please, if you want to watch, listen to it on Spotify or any of them platforms, and rate, follow, anything. But yeah, we're going to go with that now. See you in a bit.
Arigato.
In a bit, Adrian.